to episode 42 of the Level Up Show. Special favorites episode is what we're calling this one because we're going to be talking a whole bunch of different categories and what we consider to be our favorite from each. And this is going to be anything we could think of, whether it be simple like console to boss battle to favorite gimmick.
I'm not even going to lie to you, this is going to be like an on the spot for me because I didn't even have a chance to look at the
I kind of wanted it that way. I wanted to just go at it. On the spot, what are our favorites of all different categories? And we're going to have I think we're going to have a lot of time tonight. And I kind of wanted it that way.
Yeah,
so
have like extra free time.
If you guys want to present some ideas for favorites throughout the show.
Are comments working? Are we able to do
No.
No, it's
comments
still
are not working.
today?
No, comments are not working. I tried restarting multiple times. I don't know if anybody else has this problem on Twitch, guys, but do you go in and it says something along the lines of cannot connect the server, cannot display comments? Because it does that for me a lot, and it makes it so that your votes don't come through, and it's really frustrating. And I've contacted Twitch about it, and they haven't answered, and I'm not sure what's going on there.
DTC Gianni just did all 4 of them, and it works fine.
Okay. Probably for them. I'm sure like the interact works for them. We just don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can't like do polls and stuff. It doesn't come through to us for some reason. Guys, once again, welcome. This is episode 42. Level Up Show is a gaming-dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I am Andrew, got my co-host here, Mike, and we have Kristen in the chat room with you guys. She's like a moderator / chat room personality. Unfortunately, we are missing Mark tonight, the beanie, as you guys call him. But Kristen says be nice. That is her Twitch handle, so keep an eye out for her.
And for those that are new, if you do see a guy in the chat room named Mark Words, that is Mark as well.
Exactly.
So we don't know if he's going to show up or not, but
he's not feeling well.
No.
Yeah. So it's okay if he doesn't show up.
Under the weather.
Under the weather, as he calls it.
I don't get why anybody's like, where did that even come from? I feel like under the weather is so bland. Like,
there's
all
a website.
under the weather.
There's a website for that, actually, devoted to the origins of phrases and words and stuff like that.
Technically, we're all under the weather. No matter what happens, we're all under.
True story.
Unless you're on the moon.
One day we will see if Mark has hair.
No, you never will.
No. It's a running thing.
Maybe, like, something ridiculous, like 2,000 viewers would be like Mark's beanie being removed.
I don't know.
It would have to be exceptional.
Right, it has to be, like, really excessive.
Yes, very excessive.
Where we had to change it to something else, too.
Yeah, and then once we get to 2,000, it's like, no, sorry,
else has to wear, like, a duck tie.
It's now 3,000.
Right.
It'll never happen. It'll just keep
kind
going.
of like the Matt Damon interview on Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. Or the Endless Stairs from Mario 64.
Oh, my God.
I think Movie Man changed his name to Blaze Boy.
Ooh. Is Corey?
Yeah,
it
says,
Corey?
what is up,
Whoa.
Movie Man?
Oh.
It says Blaze Boy.
Okay, that's cool. Blaze Boy, we will remember that for you. But, what was I going to say? Oh, guys, twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. That is our official Twitch handle. So we've already had 3 follows tonight from Kwanzi V, Somewhat Gamer, and one other I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm so close. But thank you guys for your Twitch hearts. Anybody else who wants to Twitch heart us throughout tonight, go on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Heart us, and you will get email notifications whenever this show goes live, whether it be game streams or official episodes like this one. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe on there, please, at youtube.com/The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL, for all of our archives.
I'm really not happy with the shirt.
Why? I think it's fine.
I think you look good.
As quoted by Dave, boxy lady.
Boxy lady.
No, I don't want to be boxy, though.
No, I think you look good.
I see myself...
Wide shoulders is a good thing.
Oh, my God, so you notice it!
No!
Why would you do that?
Agreeing in a
I'll
good
be back.
way.
I'm changing my shirt.
Oh, no! All right.
Sweetie, that's not a mustache. It's noble hairs.
Yeah, well, he... Never mind.
We need to delay. We're at 96 in the room already.
Oh, wow.
Delay. All right, Mike, have you played anything this week? I know you were really busy.
I've been crazy busy. I mean, I've been playing Destiny with a bunch of people, but really not nearly as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
I had Danny a few days and everything like that. I did, however, get to see Box Trolls.
Oh, the movie box.
Yeah, we went to there's a movie tavern. It's basically like a restaurant movie theater.
Yeah.
So you go there, you order food, and they actually bring it to you. It's kind of like combining an Applebee's with a movie theater. So it's like great food, but it's not crazy expensive.
Is it a little like hearing people chew and stuff?
No, you don't hear it.
Okay.
Well, at least where we were, it kind of was like split, kind of like how they do at the one by us, the Louis.
Yeah.
So we were in the first row on the bottom.
Yeah.
Everybody else was above us.
Okay, so they separate the normal seating from...
No, there's all restaurant seating, but we just happened to sit down there just because it was right in the middle. I wanted that middle spot. But anyway, it was pretty cool, and the Box Trolls movie was actually really good. Like, out of all those, anything that those guys have done, I like Paranorman, better than I like Coraline.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Coraline.
See, you know what? The story was just weird to me.
Okay.
And it just wasn't my thing.
That's gaming, man. He's the one who wrote Coraline, so.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But Box Trolls, so much better.
Okay.
So much more entertaining.
Well, the animation looks beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Like
Yep.
the amount of detail that they put in these things.
They're putting more and more just creativity into those movies, those stop motion animation. I still love that that's around because we could all be CGI at this point. They don't need to do stop motion anymore.
Me and Pat grew up on Wallace and Gromit.
Yes, which is great.
So that was huge.
Yeah.
Our week though was better than Lionhammer's. He said that he spent the entire day fielding Ebola questions in the ER.
Wow.
So it's kind of like that Scrubs episode. Like, remember how they were making a thing, how they just said, one random disease on the news,
Yep.
and everybody floods. I feel like that's exactly what it's like.
What is she gonna be wearing?
That's no sure. That's
Oh, we need somebody to fill in the spot. Okay, we got Barry.
oh my god.
With a Here we go. Can it fit? You're gonna have to
Put
keep
on his
it.
ear.
Get it on his ear. This will be Mark for the evening.
There you go. There's Mark.
I wonder if we recognize bear faces.
It might.
It might. I don't think so. I probably not.
I
think the
put
way
this
it works.
on. I love beer pong.
Original Game Stash said, talk about H-Hour if you guys really report games. Why is
H-Hour?
that like a... So I'm just...
I think that's considered like, if you know about H-Hour, that means you're a true gamer. We know what H-Hour is.
Knowing about H-Hour, the original guys that did SOCOM,
Yeah.
and the greatest game that I ever played, the game that really got me started
Thank you
in
for the
online
Twitch
gaming. Yeah, you're right. We don't know anything about that, so we're not really true gamers.
No, I mean, only one I ever played, I will be completely honest, was
Right.
SOCOM 2.
I know, and you're also not really a big online multiplayer competitive person.
Kristen, number? Thank you guys. We're above 100. We'll acknowledge all of our channels and stuff a little bit in the future.
I'm gonna
But just real quick to recap on that, I love it. I can't wait for it. I'm excited. I'm glad to see them going back to the roots. SOCOM 4, even though they brought back the original team,
Yeah.
is not what anybody wanted, and I'm
I
excited to
mean,
see what
they
comes
got the shaft. I mean,
Oh,
let's be honest.
100%.
I mean, at least Zipper did, I should
Yeah.
say. With SOCOM, was it called 4?
Yeah, it was SOCOM 4.
When around the outage, there was MotorStorm Apocalypse, and there was, I think, SOCOM 4, and they both came out during that time, and just...
It also wasn't a very good game, though.
It wasn't the best, but
No.
it should have done better than it
It
did.
shouldn't have been stopped already, but
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't anything to write home about.
It was unfortunate that there was a few games that got hurt by that outage, and MotorStorm and SOCOM were one of them.
By the way, what I was saying before earlier when the show first started, M. Herrera was the guy. He's back
Okay.
with us today.
Oh, nice, very cool. You know what else happened around MotorStorm Apocalypse? That game just had the worst luck.
Oh
is
my
that there
God.
was that
It was so cool, too.
huge disaster in Japan, whether it be
Right, the
an
tsunami.
earthquake or tsunami or something like
Yeah.
that, and it just...
Oh no, wasn't that the power?
It was either a
power plant?
tsunami or an earthquake, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was a power
but
plant, too.
they literally didn't release the game over there
Right.
because of that. So that game just had the worst luck in the world. But I haven't played anything this week. Kristen and I went to the Poconos this weekend with some people from Drexel University. I went to Drexel and I had a senior design team that I spent a whole year with doing some insane
Did you
project.
spend like 28 hours or something like that with them in one room?
Yes,
Multiple
around
times?
the very end, the last week before we did the presentation, we did an over 24-hour day where we just stayed in the lab for over 24 hours working on it. But we had literally the best grade on a senior design project in 12 years at Drexel University. So it was worth it. We blew them away.
Sorry, that was just really funny. Dave said, I heard Mark likes picnic baskets.
Picnic baskets. Hello, boo.
Oh my god, that was great.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anything else
sorry.
going on?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we can probably move on to our level update unless you have anything you want to talk about, Kristen.
You can't even see Bogey right here. He's like sleeping.
You can see him if the sign's blocking him a little bit.
Bogey
little
is
bit.
right here. Say hi, Bogs.
Lift him up a little bit.
Yeah,
I know he's
wake up those
sleeping.
sleeping
I know
dogs.
he's sleeping, but he'll go
you're
back.
my
There he is.
baby.
There he is.
Oh, my baby. And he
Kristen,
has his sweater on.
anything going on with you that you actually want to talk about?
No.
No?
I love my puppy. Actually, what I want to talk about is raising money for children.
Good idea. We're going to do it multiple times tonight.
Can she do exclamation point charity?
Exclamation point charity is how you will post the extra life. Guys, we're in the final 20 days now. Getting close to that 24-hour marathon for Extra Life, which is a charity for Children's Miracle Network hospitals all around the United States. We are specifically donating towards Children's Hospital Philadelphia, a hospital that is near and dear to all of us here. And we would love if you would support that. So throughout the next 20 days, you could go onto our Extra Life page. Kristen will post it throughout the night and donate whatever you see fitting. 50 cents up to whatever you
Whatever.
want.
It doesn't really matter.
$1,337 is considered elite status. So literally, no, that's like
I'm so happy that's actually a thing.
That's actually a thing. So, and that would be unbelievable, obviously. But anything would be appreciated, guys. But the big deal here is mark your calendars for October 25th, because at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on October 25th, we will be starting our 24-hour marathon, and we will not be stopping.
Yeah, we have some pretty cool things planned for that. So
Chris and I were talking on our 3-hour drive home today. We got some really cool ideas. I'll share them with you a little later. So guys, keep that in mind. Mark your calendars right now. We're going to talk about it throughout the night. Keep you guys reminded about it because it's a very big deal, and we really hope to hit our goal, which is a few $1,000s.
I just want to say that this is where our co-host Mark usually sits, but he is sick
is the
tonight.
sticker attaching or no? Did you not try it?
I can't get a mask on it.
No, it has to be like the eyes, normal human eyes and stuff like that,
curious.
unfortunately.
I can't put a Mark mask on Barry, although that would be cool. But we did get the beanie, so this is Mark tonight.
All right, let's get going on our level update. I'm sure a few people might have heard about this Destiny-related story this week.
There's a few of them.
There's a few, and you've got the one right after this. I'll start with the first one, that the story supposedly might have changed. And let's get this out there right now. Still a rumor. There's no proof that this guy on Reddit is a real Bungie developer, but I think most people are kind of taking this
I'm pretty sure. I'll give my assumption after we do both stories.
Okay. So as I was saying, there was a Reddit user who was claiming to be a Bungie developer, not even an ex-Bungie developer, just an anonymous developer for Bungie. And he did an AMA session after saying this because obviously people wanted to ask him a ton of questions about the development. Because the game isn't quite what people were expecting, let's say, especially in the story department, which is where most of his interesting questions were answered. The first one, I have some quotes here. When Joe left, who was the writer, Joe Staten, I think his name was, when Joe left, everything fell apart. By the time we were 6 months out to release, word came down that we were making massive revisions to the story. Entire areas that would have been in the final game were removed, but some of the context wasn't, which explains weird reactions from NPCs and strange, unexplained motivations. Have you seen that? Have you seen things that seem weird?
Well, here's the problem, and this is going to tie in. There's a lot of DLC, and this is going to tie into what I'm going to talk about afterwards. So go through yours.
Okay.
Because yes, I have.
You'll wait until after I'm done. Okay. Another quote here, guys. Everything for the factions was cut. I do not know if there are plans to expand on them, as was intended in upcoming DLC. Each faction had a distinct story. Voice acting was recorded. Beyond the ambient voice work you hear while walking around, some of this content might make its way back in the game in the form of DLC or patch updates. And finally, one more quote here. There was voice chat and player trading a year ago, as well as other player-player interactive elements, as well as a more player-driven economy. The decision to cut voice chat and trading was a part of the new vision for Destiny.
And going off of the Destiny thing, there was also that part where there was DLC found supposedly on the disc. And this is I saw this coming.
Yeah.
But anyway, through a glitch in Destiny that was recorded and uploaded onto YouTube, we've been able to get a glimpse of future DLC. When first found, there was no way of knowing how to access the content, but DestinyTracker.com has been able to confirm the unlocked locations in DLC are already partially on the disc. What's even worse is that you are able to glitch yourself into some of these places on Earth and see enemies in them. The first of the DLC will be about 4 or 5 missions, 2 strikes, one being on Earth and one on Mars, a raid on the Moon, and 3 Crucible maps. And although the second DLC leak is less detailed, it's likely that there will again be 4 to 5 missions, 2 strikes, and an extra raid. Again, this one taking place on the Reef.
They seem to be the gist when it comes to updates. They're going to be the same thing each time, 4 to 5 missions.
Everybody gives a lot of crap to EA.
Okay.
And they get a lot of crap, and some of it's deserved. I still will stand by the fact that EA is not the blood-sucking bullshit company that Activision is.
Okay.
I loathe them. Them to a
It's funny that you say that, because obviously Activision had a hand in this. They're the publisher, but during the Reddit chat, I didn't include it here, someone asked him, I thought Bungie left Microsoft because they wanted to have, freedom. Why did they go straight to Activision that is now forcing them to do all these things? And the guy's like, sorry guys, you might want to blame Activision for all this, but Bungie had a lot to do with it as well.
I'm not saying it's 100% them, but they do have a big hand. They've done it for a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and this goes in the idea of a lot of the story background, that they were supposed to do. And as far as you were saying, like voice acting and everything like that doesn't make sense. There's parts, especially like I was, for instance, yesterday or the day before, I was over by the guy, the speaker, and I was just sitting down over there, waiting. I just sat there while I was doing something else in the room, and I overheard the dialogue and everything. He was talking to me. It's like, I wish the agent of not one of the agents of 9 or whatever would help or something like that. And then it got me thinking, like, the guy Zur that you can do trading with on the weekend, he is one of the agents of 9.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, what does this have to do with everything? And there's a lot that's not told. That
So it's missing. Something's missing there.
There's a lot of stuff missing that there is easily a good amount of DLC that could have been made and they could have capitalized upon.
And still can be made.
That still can be made, but they didn't have to cut so much. Like, I feel like this is a quarter of the game that we should have gotten.
Now, the speaker, is that the one that's voiced by Bill Nighy?
I believe so.
Okay, because that was another part of the Reddit AMA. Supposedly a ton of his content was cut
Oh,
out.
sure. Well, he's the main guy, the one that you go to when he's walking down.
Yeah, supposedly a ton of stuff
I can
was cut
imagine.
out.
I can imagine, because it seems there's a lot of Destiny that seems like there's a whole big, massive universe and story and everything that needs to be told that I don't think we're ever going to even
It's such a shame, too, because when I first heard of this game, the first thing I thought was, yeah, Bungie, they're the best at lore and mythology. Like, this is going to have a cool story behind it all. And that's the thing that has lacking the most.
Right, and that's why I think Activision has a lot to do with this.
It's a shame.
Is because I don't think Bungie willingly would have cut this much.
They needed more time.
And especially for story. I mean, I could be completely wrong. We're just enthusiasts about this stuff, but realistically, looking at all the Halo games, I mean, they're no stranger to DLC, but they're very big. There never been DLC that really included game content. It was always.
And they tell a pretty cool story typically.
Right.
They typically do.
They never leave anything out, and this just left everybody wanting.
I have to imagine. I really do believe that Destiny 2 is going to be leaps and bounds better than the first one when it comes to story, because the departure of Joe, the main writer on the game, I think that really did hurt them badly. And I think if they can just get somebody in there to really establish this lore and mythology for the third one, it'll be a lot better in that regard at least, which seems to be the biggest complaint on the game right now that I've seen. The other one being the pacing and the ratio and percentages when it comes to certain loots and stuff like that, engrams, I think they're called. And
right,
stuff like
and like they said about the factions, there's a lot about like why do I give a shit about Dead Orbit or Future War Clan? Like, who are these people? I don't know anything about them. Again, they could be expanded upon, but there's way too that we could go on for hours about. The issues. Is
there any good comments in here before Kristen moves on to our next story?
I timed a couple people out. That was fun.
Mikhail says, so where is all this Destiny content? The EXP DLC looks scarce, I think is what he meant to say.
Racer said he wants to argue with me, and if you have a valid point, that's fine.
Yeah,
I would love to hear it. Call in. 2 more stories. We're gonna have a call segment open, so I'd love for you to Skype in.
Yes, you can just say F if you want. I'm sorry. There's a curse in this story. Kristen does not want to say curse. Just say F.
I had a curse twice yesterday.
I even bleeped it for you there.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, that's actually a really cool line to say, though. You should say.
Speaking of this,
should be the one.
Let's tell this story this weekend. This weekend we were playing Cards Against Humanity,
and
we all know that Kristen does not like the curse.
Right.
And she was around a new group of people, and she felt forced to because there was a card that says something around the lines of motherfucking sorcerer or something like that, and she had to say it twice, and then she texts me during the game. She's like, I had to say mother effing twice, and like on a sad face. She was so disappointed in herself.
I didn't want to say it, but I had to.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you go ahead and read your story off?
Naughty Dog gives another glimpse at next-gen Drake. Naughty Dog is holding a 30th anniversary art show, and during its showing, they decided to give another small glimpse at the PS4 version of Nathan Drake. Lead game designer Kurt Marginal, maybe, tweeted out the picture from the art show along with the caption, Drake looking next gen as F.
Oh, that's such an awesome line, though. I like that.
Next gen as fuck. There you go.
I wish we could blurb stuff out.
I know. We should.
No. Just blurb it so we can put that as a tagline.
Yeah.
I don't care.
What?
I don't want to watch. Oh, hold on. I'm getting distracted because I need to time people out.
Just wait until after you read the story. It's not that big a deal.
How can you wear a beer pong shirt but not curse?
I paused it on the screen.
That was it.
Okay, so people could see it at least. That is the image given about. Someone took a picture of it on screen. Yeah, he's older, obviously. He's a little more grizzled. But it does still look like Drake. If you go back to Uncharted 3, much more stylized, a little bit more cartoony version of Drake, but the features are the same. The nose, the lips, it still has his features, which is really cool. And then I wanted to include, right after this image here, there's a really cool trailer that Sony put out for the Naughty Dog 30th anniversary. So how about we take a look at that really quick after this image pops up here.
That's a PlayStation logo.
That is the PlayStation logo.
Next gen.
That is pretty next gen. This moves right in. Sorry.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I don't think there was any way for Andy and I to predict where we were going when we were young. It was something we did because we loved it, truly, making games. I had always thought that Andy and I, as a team, were going to be successful. But, Naughty Dog, who would have thought you would create Naughty Dog?
Greg is in the room.
Hey, Greg. Welcome, man.
It wasn't like, let's found a video game studio.
We're 15.
Beats mowing lawns.
His father said, that's the dumbest thing you're ever going to do. I mean, you were on computers. What were you doing?
We thought Crash would do pretty well. We
Smart
didn't
Cerny right there.
anticipate it being the #1 brand for PlayStation.
The original guys on Crash
weren't
Bandicoot.
quite sure what he had.
We were just blown away. We were like, how are they doing that?
It just kept on selling. It kept on selling. It didn't slow. In fact, it gained. So Naughty Dog went through explosive growth.
Hire big, think big. Let's put everything we have into making these games.
We wanted to stop building levels and build worlds.
We are making the games that we want to play.
It takes a lot of sweat, sometimes tears.
What was hard about making Uncharted? Like everything.
The Last of Us was the hardest game that I've ever made.
The team that we built was a Crash team. And then suddenly you have to design this grounded team.
The Last of Us was even harder because it got even more grounded. And our eyes were too big for ourselves. We didn't really know what we were doing as far as the tech.
I had somebody come into my office quitting like every single week.
We were losing more people than we were hiring.
And there was a sense that Naughty Dog was a sinking ship.
Naughty Dog's awesome. How can it be a sinking ship?
I think I'll talk about it in a moment.
Naughty
here.
Dog's secret has always been to hire the best people possible. And now people do say, that's a Naughty Dog game. I know it's going to be quality because I know that team.
Yeah, and I think they might have been commenting a little bit on what was happening recently, where someone was quitting every week and stuff like that, because, as I said, they are quality at this point, and they if someone joins Naughty Dog and they don't prove themselves or they can't live up to the hours, which they work insane hours. We had Core and you recently talking about working 18-hour days, 20-hour days, sleeping there overnight. Yeah, and Cliff Blazinski not happy with that. That's what people at Naughty Dog do because they are the best of the best, and if you can't handle that, you probably aren't meant to work there. So, but that's the thing that happens is the people leave and the talent stays and new people come in, and if they're worthy of Naughty Dog, they stay, and that's why they're becoming such an amazing studio as time moves on.
Right, they know how to mold it. It might not be the same core group, but they're able to get these new people and mold them into the people that they need.
Yeah.
So I love that.
And they've got the best part is they've got 2 teams now as well, making games at the same time simultaneously. So I thought that was worth playing for you guys because I love Naughty Dog, and I think a lot of people in here probably do as well.
Naughty Dog's epic.
Yes, they are. All right.
Xbox One. This is something that you added today, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, the title was on the page before, wasn't it?
Yeah, Xbox One sales push past PS4 in the UK.
Yeah, and I think that was partially due to a FIFA bundle.
Yeah, there was a big, and I mean, obviously, we all, as everybody, well, a lot of people know, over in the UK, FIFA is bigger than Madden ever was here.
Sure, yeah. But the other thing is that they did have a €20 price drop, which is always helpful to a console. Xbox One sales were able to jump 155% since the week previously, pushing it to sell better than the PS4 the first week in a very, very long time. However, the tides might be shifting once again in Sony's favor because of a recent announcement of what I consider stellar deal for the UK. According to a leaked promotion, for only €399, people from the UK will be able to grab the PS4 along with FIFA 15, The Last of Us Remastered, and their choice of either Call of Duty Ghosts, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, or Watch Dogs. On top of that, the bundle will also come with a full entire year of PlayStation Plus, all of that for €399. Amazing deal.
That's nuts. That's the lowest it's been.
Yeah.
It's not going to go any lower.
Yeah.
Especially with all what you're getting.
3 games.
I'd recommend getting Watch Dogs though. because I'm going to guarantee Plants vs Zombies is not going to be populated very long, much more. And you have the new Call of Duty coming out.
But no matter what, you get FIFA 15 and Last of Us. And then over here in America, Sony once again is using Taco Bell, which works well for them.
Taco Bell.
To give away.
Advertising. I was there earlier today. I had to get a drink.
Giving away a free Destiny PS4 bundle. So I have a feeling this holiday is going to be bloody.
Oh, it's going to be insane.
Yeah. Blood.
It's going to be good.
Meaning that they're going to be at war
with
with
each other.
each
Michael
other.
Pachter rumor we reported about a couple weeks ago.
We got something coming from Microsoft as far as a bundle or something.
It's going to be great, and that's when you're going to see me on Xbox One.
Yeah.
So
guys, that is the end of our first level update segment, which means Skype is live. Please call in and we can talk about any story that we've already discussed, or maybe something else gaming related, like a game that you're playing. Maybe you had Alien Isolations in your hand earlier or something.
Right, Racer X. If you want to call in, I know you had some opinions on something. What?
That is not the image I thought it would be.
It's Mark.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be Skype.
I was just putting Mark up for a second.
Is that recent? When is
It's
that?
an old picture of
Oh, okay.
Mark.
I thought he took a picture right now to send to us or something.
That doesn't look anything like him.
No, it really doesn't.
Sorry, God, I disappointed everyone.
No, I just was surprised. It didn't look like him at all. But guys, Kristen just put up on the screen there our Skype ID, the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. So please call in and we can talk about anything gaming related. Make sure it's live for you guys, of course. Let me check Skype. Is he snoring?
Yeah.
Bogey is snoring over here.
Max Sandwich said he wouldn't recommend Watch Dogs to even the people I hated.
Wow. There we go. That was quick. Cool Casual Gamer. Hey, Cool Casual Gamer. How you doing, man?
Good. How you been?
Doing great. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I just recently got Super Smash Bros. A couple of days ago when it came out. Been playing the heck out of that.
Which game did it?
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. First, we have to acknowledge the hat that this guy's wearing. Is that a Mario hat?
Yes, it is.
That's
I
awesome.
love it.
Very cool, man. I love
want
it.
that.
I'm jealous of the Super Smash Brothers. It's doing pretty well. They say it's weird on the 3DS because it's a little smaller. You can't always keep track of everything, but other than that, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 3DS version, very up to par.
Yeah.
With the.
What do you think of it?
I had a question for you guys.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
I see more info recently on Dragon Age Inquisition, and I was curious what you guys will be releasing, creating first, weapons or armor?
Are you a Dragon Age guy, Mike, at all?
You know what's funny? I played it a little bit. I played the Dragon Age Origins. And
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
Couldn't get into it, yeah.
I like RPGs like that, but it was just, it didn't.
In comparison to like
It
an Elder
didn't
Scrolls or
flow
something.
as well as I wanted. Well, this is even before Elder Scrolls. Obviously.
Yeah.
So it just didn't flow in the way that I would want it to.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get into it big. However, about a year ago when I first saw the new trailer for it, I got my interest peaked, and over the last few months of the gameplay trailers, I'm actually interested. I might get it.
Okay.
But as far as what you're talking about with the weapons and armor in particular, I don't really know too much about all of that because I haven't really kept up that much detail.
Exactly the same here as I've never been a Dragon Age player. I'm more of a Japanese RPG guy than a Western RPG guy. The Elder Scrolls series is really the only Western RPG series that I've played, just because I'm more of a Japanese gamer in that sense. So I'm sorry about that, man.
Oh, that's all right.
What do you think?
Are you looking forward to Dragon Age Inquisition? What are you looking forward to doing in this one in comparison to the previous?
So much stuff. Exploring the areas, everything else, creating my sky home, just everything.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that people felt was missing from other ones that other RPGs, especially Western ones, have added, they're putting in this, and it makes it look. I mean, the graphics are phenomenal. The combat looks way more fluid than it ever did before.
Yeah.
Which is really big to me. That's why I didn't like the combat. Didn't feel.
And it's
fluid.
really the Western RPG of the holiday season. We've had so many things delayed till next year. Witcher is
And
no
there's
longer
no
coming.
other real big RPGs out.
Yeah.
In general, you have Bound by Flame, which
That
was
was it.
pretty lackluster.
Yep.
And there was another one. There was something else, and I can't remember what it was. There was
Yeah, but this is
something
the
else.
big one for the holiday. So I hope it does well, and I hope it's good for you, man. I hope you enjoy it.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the Skype. I'll be on the chat.
All right, sounds good, man. Thanks for calling in.
Alright.
That was our first time hearing from Cool Casual Gamer. He's always in the chat room, though, so thanks for calling in, man. It's nice to hear from you. And we also have a few Twitch charts. Let's acknowledge those real quick before I plug our channels. So far tonight, we've already had, I think, 8 Twitch hearts. Amazing. Somewhat Gamer, PD Stacks, Quanzi V, Guitar Freak, Max Sandwich, JP, Tyler Durden Nog, and X Platinum. Yes, awesome name there. Thank you all of you for your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. Also, we're up above 150, I think, right now. Let's take it. Let's take a call. No problem. We're in our Skype session.
Hey, you're on the Level Up Show. What's going on?
Hey, speaking about RPGs, let's talk about MMOs for a second. So, what do you think, if you've ever played WoW, what do you think of Warlords of Draenor?
Are you a WoW player at all?
I'll be honest with you, I don't ever have
bit.
time to put in MMOs.
Or the money.
No, it's not even the money. I don't care about that. It's just the time.
Yeah.
You know, for the money that I'm paying. I'll be honest with you, that is not my type of game.
Not at all for me either.
All of us are really the worst people to ask about those types of games just because we don't.
I played Final Fantasy 14 for a bit because I was able to play for free, and and I played 11.
And I played DC Universe Online, you know, and I played a little bit of Star Wars: The Old
The ones that are free.
Well, it's not even that. It's just, and like I said, I just don't have the ability to put money into it because I won't have the time to put it into it. I would feel like I'm wasting money. I'm throwing it in a trash can.
Yeah, I barely got time to play Destiny right now. I could never commit myself to a WoW like a WoW right now.
Do you have do you have WoW, or what are you?
Oh, I'm just currently playing on a private server because I'm kind of getting back into it.
Okay. Alright.
Just to see if because Warlords might change my mind and might make me pay again, but I did not really like Cataclysm and Mists, but Warlords looks promising.
I think it's pretty cool that you've got your WoW up on screen right now, so we can see.
Yeah, I'm just going on my Paladin because someone was supposed to run me through an instance, but apparently I'm too low level, so that didn't happen.
Do you stream on Twitch, man?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go ahead, plug it, man. What's your Twitch?
Twitch.tv/Frostfire. You've talked to me before about GTA 5.
Okay.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, alright, there he goes. That's Frostfire on Twitch, plays WoW, Warriors of Draenor right now, so check him out.
Skype name, though.
Well, I'm playing on the Wrath of the Lich King private server because that's what I liked about it, but I'm kind of getting back into it, and when Warlords hits, I'll probably pay for it again.
Let me ask you, is this like the only series that you play right now? Does it take over your gaming time?
It currently has, but I'm doing stuff like Outlast on my stream and stuff like that.
Okay. That's one of the reasons I try not to get into MMOs, because I don't want them to take over my time.
Well, look at Destiny for me. Every day I'm coming home, and it was the same thing. Even though it wasn't an MMO, Skyrim was the same way. Just because it's like any game that gives me way too much content like that, I just devour.
Yeah.
And that's all I do.
Yeah.
And so that's a big issue.
Definitely.
I got this game like 4 days ago. Like I started playing this I think 4 days ago, and I've got like 18 hours played. If you can see the chat, I've got 18 hours played total.
Yeah.
So
hey man, if you enjoy it,
I've been playing quite a bit.
Yeah. All right, man.
Hopefully Warlords gets you back into it. I know they're a juggernaut. No one can really touch them. So.
Yeah, they still have the MMO space pretty much in their hand,
right,
for the most part. But Final Fantasy 14 did well. It grabbed the hold of their audience.
You're trying to plug Final Fantasy.
Well, I'm just saying, I do appreciate what Realm Reborn did. I do.
No, I like it.
I like that they rebooted it. That's not all I'm saying. I'm glad that they rebooted it and they made it into a better game for the fans of the Final Fantasy series. But we got to move on. Thank you so much for calling in again.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good day.
See you later.
See you.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for Skype for now. Could you take the banner off?
No.
Thank you for the 2 calls. We're going to be putting up the banner from now on because it does seem to help with getting you guys to call in at the right time.
And Kristen, if you want to, it's !Skype.
As well, if you want to do it in chat.
Wait, we go to Skype.
All right.
I was going to plug our channels real quick. I think we're at 150 in the room, something like that.
236.
Oh, wow. 250 in Pterodactyl Andrew.
Way back.
244.
No, dude, 300.
All right.
Already up there.
300 in Pterodactyl Andrew. Usually 250, but since you were already pretty high tonight, 300 Pterodactyl
700 Dinosaur Team.
700 Dinosaur Team now. We are never doing Dinosaur Team
Never again.
Yeah, that was the worst thing ever.
Why would we
it was
ever
pretty
do
funny.
It was.
It was. Even in reviewing it afterwards, me and Drew were talking about this. We always think that things happen on the show live, and we're like, oh my god, that was the worst thing. Why would we ever do that? And then we'll go back and watch them later on and be like, that wasn't nearly as bad as we
funny.
thought.
It was actually funny, yeah.
There's so many boring things in life.
Quick thank you to Ben Owen for a Twitch heart. And guys, if you want to be like Ben Owen, you want to follow us, go on twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow.
Everybody else?
What was that?
There's a bunch of people on there.
I read those ones earlier, yeah.
Can I give a shout out?
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Derek Jeter.
Wow.
Derek Jeter.
He wants to call in, but he was a little shy.
We will have multiple call-in
Derek
segments,
Jeter,
guys.
like the baseball player?
I don't know.
Probably not the real player.
He doesn't have to do a video call, right? Though.
No, you can just do a audio call. Don't have to do video.
Yeah, we don't usually. It's on your end if you want to do video. We always choose regular call. But
yeah.
We're gonna be doing that again in what, 3 stories? 4
Yeah,
stories?
3 stories. We'll open back up Skype, guys. But if you want to follow us so that you get notifications when our shows go live, go on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Make sure you heart us, and you can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. We're also very active on YouTube at youtube.com/The Level Up Show. Level spelled LVL in that case, because we archive all of our episodes, all of our 2.5-hour ones, but we kind of segment it into little 10-minute segments, parts that we think are very funny or very informative, like Dinosaur Team, so you guys can check that out for more easier viewing. And finally, I'm Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is the Noob Guru, so you can add both of us right now on PSN, and we will, of course, accept your request after the show. I think we'll move on to our second level update now,
real quick, guys, we're doing, for those that weren't here before and have never followed or watched us before, we are playing for the Extra Life Foundation charity. We're actually playing for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Kristen, could you do ! charity in the room? If you guys do have the ability and want to donate, that would be awesome. It goes right to that charity. We're also going to be doing a live stream for 24 hours on October 25th.
Yeah, that's the big deal there.
Absolutely.
So really mark your calendars now, because we've got a lot of really cool things planned for that day. A lot of people are going to call in.
Moon bounces and clowns and ponies.
Kristen's going to be doing some cool stuff even that day.
I'm
We talked
try.
about today.
Moon bounces and clowns and ponies? Are you going to dress up as a clown in a moon bounce with a pony?
Maybe.
You never know what she's going to do.
You never know.
Thank you to...
There's a few of them.
There's a few of them. Last we got Platinum, we got Ben Owen, who I just named, and then we also have 2 more now. We got Chris M, 1988, and Fam097. Thank you guys for your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. Let's move on to our next level update segment.
Bears throw me the fuck off.
Yeah, thank you again for the Twitch heart. I'll acknowledge that in a
Can I say
moment.
something?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I wanted to pick my nose right now, I could, and no one would know.
You're right, you could.
It's funny.
Okay, cool. That was random.
Go ahead.
So Batman Arkham Knight City is 5 times larger than Arkham City was.
Yes.
That's huge.
That is huge.
In an interview with Rocksteady via IGM at the Eurogamer Expo last week, marketing manager Guy Perkins talked about how the series has evolved since Asylum and how changing the game world affects the telling of the story. Clearly. He said, I think we've always taken pride in the stories we tell. We try to create that very cinematic storytelling experience through the game. Obviously, Asylum was the starting point for that, but the intimate cat-and-mouse gameplay between the Joker and Batman really demanded it took place in a pressure cooker of the Asylum.
I love that so much about the first one.
I agree, and that's actually, I prefer Asylum over City.
So do I.
For mainly that reason. Because when you actually look at the core elements of the rest of the game, that... I guess we're...
My mask won't come off.
Is that an unpopular opinion, I wonder? Guys, how do you feel about that? What is your favorite? Is it Arkham City or Arkham Asylum?
To be honest, I heard it's pretty much, from everything I talk to people about, it's usually 50-50.
Yeah.
I like the stories that are told in Arkham City better. I think that some of the relations that you have with the other characters and other enemies and everything are done better. You're good. But Arkham City was way too big.
Yeah, I agree.
So this being 5 times larger, it's kind of a little worrying to me, but you do have a Batmobile.
Warrior in White says Asylum, so that's 1 for Asylum right there.
Right. I wish we could do polls.
Yeah, I wish we could do polls, guys.
But then he said, then we took that into the open world to give players the next piece of the Batman armor, as it were, which is as it were, which is the grappling gun and the ability to glide. The introduction of those pieces really required a bigger game world to support them, but then the big thing was that it was always missing for us was the Batmobile. It was always missing, but wouldn't have worked in Asylum or City, so to build an open world around that was crucial. The narrative is still very defined, though. There's definite acts that you can clearly understand as you go through Arkham Knight. We've been conscious to create a rich story that's interesting for newcomers and for fans alike. You can go off and do your side quests when you like, but it's still a linear story in the sense that it has a beginning, middle, and end. And again, like we were saying, is a bigger world a good thing or a bad thing? Me personally, I'm worried about this.
So here's some other opinions here. Not really able to decide, but Secret Storman says both, and M. Herrera says both as well. So they clearly can't decide which one is better. They're both excellent. They really are. I have to say that I do prefer Asylum, though. It's not even like a debate for me. Asylum is better, in my opinion.
GFN said exactly what I was thinking. Arkham City nailed story, pacing, and Asylum better.
Okay.
And I agree because of how far that traversal was in City. Although there was a few parts, if you remember, you were at one end of Arkham Asylum, over by like the Poison Ivy area, and then had to go back to like that main course.
That was the Metroidvania type thing that it had, which I really enjoyed.
Which I liked it, but again, it did take away from the story. And traversal, especially if you use the grappling hook and got very proficient at gliding, could have traversed.
The evolution of the series makes perfect sense. I understand.
I get it.
The growth.
I'm hoping that I'm as into it, I guess you could say, as I was with the Sonic.
Thank you to Cool for your votes of cool and creative. Really appreciate those guys. We can't check those out, unfortunately. And then we got Big, who just voted us creative. And we got a few PSN friend requests.
You said we barely pay attention to Mark.
Mark, any opinions, man? No? Okay. Never mind. He doesn't have much of a voice tonight. He's not feeling well.
Although Rick said he's worried about Metal Gear Solid 5 for the same reasons.
Because of the non-linearity in the open world. I am a little bit worried about that as well, yes. Because story is very important to me in Metal Gear Solid. It's one of the main reasons I play the series. So when he was talking about the game for a while, saying that it doesn't have as many cutscenes, when I keep hearing that Snake doesn't have many lines, which is really confusing, that worries me.
But I look at, I'll kind of try to quell your worries a little bit. I look at Grand Theft Auto. That was probably the exact same reason I hated Grand Theft Auto series. I would always get very bored just because it was too open, there was too much to do. But Grand Theft Auto 5 did very well with keeping you focused on the main story at hand. So if they can take any cues and everything like that from Rocksteady on that, you're going to be
Hope so. I think we have Pam Beasley watching the show.
Who?
What?
Pam Beasley. Someone named Beasley is watching the show. And thank you for the PSN friend request. Kako Gamer, Lane in Flames, Lixiang, Mastiff 56, Miami Heat fan, and PD Stacks. Thank you guys for your PSN friend requests. Anybody else who wants to add us, I am Drew M1788, and Mike is Noob Guru.
Someone brought up if they put Red Hood in DLC for Arkham Knight.
That'd be awesome.
I would die.
That's. I thought that they were. I thought.
Really?
I thought that I thought we saw like a character model of him already at some point as like DLC. I thought. I could be wrong.
Tease me. I'm hoping that you're right. Because
got a few Twitch hearts. Thank you to Oh No You Didn't, All Pro 33, 9 Der You, oh my god, 9 Der Untutten, ME790, and Too Cool. Thank you guys for your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. We're gonna move on to the next story.
Sarah says it's like the Batman. Yeah, after I got depressed and fat.
Yeah. He's old Batman, much older.
Post Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah, way post Ben Affleck. Yeah. You're up.
It's Kristen's story.
You are green.
What is this show about?
We are the Level Up Show. We are a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. and we talk about all the biggest gaming industry news. We take calls from you guys. And what?
Pineapples.
And pineapples. Don't forget pineapples. We have a topic of the week. This week we're going to be talking about favorites. And that's a whole bunch of different gaming categories, whether it be favorite console, favorite controller, favorite boss battle, favorite score, orchestral score I'm talking about.
You were right. Red Hood DLC if you pre-order at GameStop.
There you go. Told you, Red Hood DLC if you pre-order at GameStop. I guess you're pre-ordering at GameStop.
Yeah.
Sorry, you are up.
PlayStation Plus October games revealed. That's good because it is October.
It is.
Is it?
In October, which is this month, PS4 owners will be especially happy as they are receiving 4 games for free.
Nice. I'm actually excited for Tuesday.
Very excited.
Really excited.
Yeah.
Although a year later than expected, PS Plus members on PS4 will finally get the chance to play a limited version of Drive Club containing 11 tracks and 10 cars. On top of that, PS4 owners will also receive Dust, an Elysium Tale, Spelunky.
Spelunky, yeah. That's a popular game.
Spelunky and Pix the Cat. Pix the Cat has cross-buy functionality with PS3 and Vita as well. Besides that, PS3 owners will get Batman Arkham Asylum, and Vita owners will receive the turn-based RPG Rainbow Moon.
Another game I hear pretty cool things about. Got a good question, I thought, in the chat room from Hood. He was asking about the rumor that GameStop is going to be selling used DLC.
Yes.
Did you hear about this?
Yes. I actually did I bring this up to you?
I can't see how this could possibly take off because no one's going to go for it.
A month ago.
You talk. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Oh, that must be bad.
About a month ago, I actually had a conversation with an old manager friend at GameStop, and when I went in there, he was saying how they just had a managers meeting conference, What are you doing?
I don't listen to a word you say.
Oh, that's
Just
great.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Mark's looking a little bored.
Hello, Mark.
I'm gonna tell Drew you're cheating on him.
With Barry
Yeah, with Mark the Bear.
and his beanie.
But yeah, so that's supposedly in the works. What's probably gonna happen is you're gonna trade in the licensing that you have for the game, and so you'll lose the license for it. You won't be able to play it from then on. So it's gonna be interesting. They raise the prices of PS Plus in other regions of the world. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. But I mean, I guess that's good and bad. But whatever.
Oh. Oh.
Bogey, you miss your dad?
Oh, what a good man. I'm gonna see if this makes Andrew jealous when he comes down. He might be a little jealous.
We should have Mark dressed up in a bear costume
We should.
for another episode instead.
Andrew, we concluded the show.
What?
She's cheating on you.
What happened? I'm so confused right now.
The stream stopped.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dead
No.
serious?
No.
We're at 254. Guys, 300 and I'll do Pterodactyl Andrew. Boogie took my spot. What were we talking about?
I'm talking about I was cheating on you with the bear.
With Barry?
Dave, I'm sorry. I didn't have time. I wasn't even home. I was supposed to go out that night. I didn't even get to do that.
All right, I guess we can move on to our next story.
But,
Unless-
so I was just going to say about Drive Club. So did you see any of the early streams of it?
Oh, no, I only saw footage
Oh
online.
my god, it looks phenomenal.
I know, it does. It really
looks
does.
so awesome. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I don't even like racing games. I don't want to play this.
Thank you for the Twitch art. The gamer side footage, as I talked about during my Thursday stream, is just mind-blowing.
Ridiculous.
The weather effects in this game just blow me away.
Well, you know,
265 now, guys.
What killed me was the lighting effects. So at one point, they were playing in this forest mountainside map, and he had the headlights on. And normally when you have headlights on in a game, it's just, here's a cone of light. It's going to shine out this way. And this was like reflective. This was bouncing off. It was faded in areas that would be faded. So if there was like a bush, the bush would have a lot of light, but behind the bush would have some light, but it would be faded more because of the bush. Like, it was really, really exact.
It's totally dynamic lighting in that game. Every piece of light or like point of light is literally a point of light to create reflections and refractions and all those kind of things. Especially when it's raining, all the puddles all bounce the light. It's really mind-blowing. They put so much work into this game. I can't wait to play it, especially the trial version. I think it's so cool that all of us get to try that if you're a PlayStation Plus member.
And I mean, that's the only reason I would play it. I would never buy this game.
Well, that's the thing. If you really enjoy it, though, when you play it, do you think you might grab it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll tell you right now, I highly doubt it. I'm not into racing games.
Thank you, Jaws of Life, for the Twitch art. And let's move on to another segment here. Ghosts and Pools will return in a Sims 4 update. We did a Wild Game appearance on Sims 4, and I talked about the disappointment from big, hardcore Sims 4 fans that there's not going to be pools, there's not going to be ghosts, there's not going to be toddlers. Well, it turns out that first...
Oops, we lied.
Well, that's not that they lied. It's just that they're making up for it in DLC, but free DLC, which is awesome. So first we're going to get Ghosts, guys. They're fixing that first.
Darkin, thank you. He said first time watching the show and he likes it.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you so much, man. And that's going to come via a patch on Origin and come next and will release sometime in November. On top of that, EA is adding new careers into the game sometime in December. There's still no word on toddlers yet making it into the game, but with the quick turnaround when it comes to Ghosts and Pools, it seems likely they are on the way. And we also have a cute, quirky little trailer here released for the Ghost patch showing some of the cool new things when it comes to Sims that you can do. So we'll take a look at that really quick for you guys.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Is he electro?
How you die in the game actually affects the type of ghost you are.
That's actually really cool.
This is the weirdest part. It seems like you can have sexual relations with ghosts.
Bring a whole
Well, that's
new
kinda
meaning to
weird.
necrophilia.
Yeah, different. That's very different. And
Wait,
thank you
that's
for the
called
Twitch art.
necrophilia?
No, necrophilia is having sex with dead.
Corpses.
With dead people, yeah. Dead corpses.
People don't do that.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, they do.
There was actually just a thing. Like, do you listen to Preston? No, you probably
No.
don't. You do sometimes, right?
Yes.
Preston Steve had a Bizarro file on it.
Yeah. I always remember Red Dead Redemption. Remember the creepy grave robber that would sleep with corpses?
This guy and this girl, boy and girl, they were like, I think 22, 23, plotted to kill their friend and then have sex on the dead body.
Oh my god.
Alright, we should have talked
Moving
about
on.
I just wanted to acknowledge a couple things in the chat. Apparently, I don't know if I didn't see this anywhere in here. Did you know that PS Plus got a price range in other regions?
Yes, I did hear about that. It hasn't happened in America. It's
overseas, right?
It's overseas. I wouldn't be surprised if it does come to America at some point. Probably
Right.
60, like Xbox. Is what sucks is Xbox being 60 opens up PlayStation to be 60, and that kind of sucks. But that's the way it works. Is they're probably going to price match that. They have no reason not to. In a way, it's like if they can price match Microsoft without hurting themselves and their bottom line of being cheaper.
You're still getting good games. Look at the games that Microsoft gave you for free this month.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys! You got slapped in the face.
For what you get, I think $60 is okay. Obviously, it sucks, but hopefully it stays there for a long time before we have another price range. We were talking about Netflix recently and how their price range. At this point, I don't care at all. All the content I get, House of Cards. Now we've got movies on the way. I don't care. It's worth it. If you need to raise the price to get us good content, raise the price. If this means getting better games, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's so much cheaper than cable.
Yeah.
Even if it was $20, I wouldn't care.
I still hate Hulu though.
You what? You
I
hate
hate Hulu.
You hate Hulu?
Yeah.
I thought you were telling us to get Hulu not too long ago.
I just never use it for myself. I
Okay.
don't watch a lot of live TV. You guys do more than me.
Is Mike the Batman?
He's getting that question a lot tonight.
Apparently.
He is the
I don't
Batman.
know. Have you ever seen was it Dark Knight Returns? It's like
you're that Batman?
Post that.
Post that.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wondered what would break
Oh
first.
my god.
Your spirit or your body?
It's like Russian meets South African.
And a quick thank you to YM Verza for your Twitch heart. Really appreciate that, guys.
Does he make that noise, or is that the,
That's Bane.
No, I know, but does Bane make that noise, or is that only the guy from,
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh,
does
God.
Bane go like that?
Wait, hold on. More
Kinda.
importantly, that guy from Star Wars had a name. Do you remember it?
Dark Vader.
Dark Vader. Whoa!
All right. Drew.
Dark Vader.
It's been a good night.
See you later.
Darth Vader! I get it mixed up!
Dark Vader.
Oh my god, I want to go
And
cry.
we were trying to get at is that his real name is Anakin Skywalker.
Oh no!
I was even okay with Darth Vader.
Nerd cred just
Oh my God.
plummeted.
And it was Embrace It said close enough. That was so bad.
Oh no!
I've been trying to get her. She's seen bits and pieces of Star Wars, but she's never really seen like any of the movies all the way through.
Oh
so
god, you're Stella!
I really want to get her on that at some point soon.
You're
Yeah.
Stella!
From How I Met Your Mother.
Someone
Yeah.
said unsubscribe.
No,
Level-
come back.
level
We killed
down.
the dude. We killed the chat room.
Yeah.
The whole chat room.
There you go. Someone came back. Thank you for the Twitch heart. Where were we at?
All right, so
Oh, you're up. Go ahead.
yeah. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare pre-orders are tracking 50% behind Ghost. GA, that's not a surprise. Advanced Warfare pre-orders continue to track more than 50% behind 2013's Ghost, according to Cohen and Company analyst Dub Krutz. When being compared to 2012's Black Ops 2, Advanced Warfare is trailing 80% behind it. Ghost was the first Call of Duty to show a significant decline in revenue in comparison to the previous iterations. For Advanced Warfare to be considerably below even that could be a bad sign for Activision. We typically expect $1 billion in revenue from each Call of Duty. Yes. It's unfortunate because it's Sledgehammer's first real shot at the franchise, and they could be doing something really amazing with it, but Ghost has such a bad taste in everybody's mouth that so many fans, the developer, might suffer as a result. It's not even just Ghosts.
Yeah.
It's all of them. It's the same game in different skins essentially for most people, and I agree to that. You know, and I mean, it's a different game, but it's to be honest, if games start evolving to where you pay like, let's say, like do it like an MMO style, or you know something similar, like a new thing where you pay X amount for the core game. And then that franchise changes things and adds DLC, kind of like World of Warcraft. So you pay like $30 or $40 for the DLC, and you might pay like a subscription fee per year, like maybe $50 per year to keep playing it. You know, if you do something like that, I think it would take off.
It doesn't. You don't think it makes sense anymore as a $60 retail?
No, not for
time.
every single year. And companies that think they're going to be able to get away with that, EA, not you're going to be sadly surprised.
I wonder if Activision is just kind of like, okay, we were waiting for this to happen. We got our 10 years out of it. You know. We rode this as long as possible. Now we just have to find our next series to drive into the ground. Maybe that would be in Destiny. They did with Guitar Hero. They did with Tony Hawk. Now they're doing with Call of Duty. Destiny probably next.
God, look at that. Not even Guitar, like Tony Hawk series was the worst. Yeah. That was the Guitar Hero at least held its own.
Yeah.
It was just, it got stale.
They're saying actually that they're going to be bringing back Guitar Hero this generation.
Right.
I don't know
it's
how.
Not that, it's just, you know, it was the same thing over and over again, just different songs. And again, it did better as DLC than it did a new $6 game.
All right, guys, that is segment 2 of the Level Update over. So we are opening up Skype for you guys to call in. The Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No spaces. Kristen will put the ID up on the screen for you guys so you can see it.
So why is it?
There you go.
Why is it Darth?
Darth?
Every single Sith Lord is a Darth something. Darth Sidious, Darth Plagueis, Darth Vader. It's just like, it's almost like a Sir or a Master, or that's what, in the Star Wars universe, that is that.
But could you see why I would think it was dark?
Yeah, because Dave says the same thing.
Yeah, I can understand that. But it's just you haven't seen the series really, so you wouldn't know.
Right.
Let's take a call from Derek.
Derek.
Oh wait, is this Derek Jeter?
No, this is Derek.
This is
Couch.
Oh, it's Couch Derek.
Dude, if I was Derek Jeter.
No, this is Couch Derek. Come on now.
This is Beanie Derek.
Beanie Derek.
First it's Dark Vader. Now it's Derek Jeter.
Oh my God, is that a dog?
Listen, I'm losing faith in you.
No.
Get your dog. Get your dog up here. I want to see him.
Bella.
Oh,
Wait, you see
Bella.
Bella's butt?
Because he's talked about Bella before, so I want to see the dog.
Bella, girl.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, well.
Hold on 1 second. I'll get the dog.
Yeah, I want to see her.
Thank you for filling in with a beanie as well. There we go. It pulls out the connect.
Because a guy wearing black called Dark would be too racist.
Definitely. Wasn't it,
Yeah.
was it Clerks
Oh,
or
it's Bella.
something that made fun of that? What kind of dog is that, man?
Mixed Beagle and Black Lab.
Very cute. Hi, Bella. Thank you for filling in with the beanie tonight, man.
Alright, it's past somebody's bedtime.
Oh, Bella.
Good night.
So what is the amazing question that you have this week?
Okay, so I was wondering, what was your favorite video game conversation between two characters?
Video game conversation, like
That's
from a
good
movie or
dialogue.
something like that, maybe for instance, or Big Bang Theory or
Dialogue,
something.
pure dialogue.
Oh man,
Are you talking about like in the video game or even outside in the
I got
game?
mine, right off the bat, 40-year-old version.
Wait,
Were there
that's
playing-
over my ears.
talking about-
Okay, now say it.
Okay, I was gonna say 40-year-old version when they're talking about Mortal Kombat and they're playing it and they're just having that conversation while playing and they're like he does like the uppercut and he's like fuck you and
Right.
I love that. I think that's great in 40-year-old.
No, I think
version.
he means like in the game though.
Okay.
The game, like dialogue in a game, like a game that was well written.
Ah.
I'm gonna say it's going to be South Park. The conversation that they had at the school with the adults and everything like that, like
Okay.
what they had to do.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
That one, or Grim Fandango at the beginning of the game between Manny and Herrera. I can't remember the guy's the full name, but one of those two.
Let me just say real quick, Hunter, we'll call you back in just a moment after this call. And Derek, I think one that I would definitely name, and I think probably a common one in the chat room, I bet, would be The Last of Us. But specifically, I really love the scene where Ellie is in the house, in the upstairs, and Joel comes up to talk to her, and she kind of talks about how she's not his daughter. And he says, I'm sure as hell not your father. I think the acting there and the emotion is really touching. And I think it's probably the best motion capture voice acting I've ever seen in a game. It really it felt movie quality to me and got me a little choked up during that scene for sure. So that one sticks out at the forefront of my mind right now. How about you?
Well, I'm more in the lines of a comedy person.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to have to go with Mass Effect 3, you big stupid jellyfish.
Okay.
We never played the lines, just
one
play
line.
the game, so we don't know what that reference is.
That surprises me. I did not expect that line to appear in the Mass Effect series.
Yeah, I'm not telling you. So, Drew, you better play it.
I know.
I'll make you a deal.
We
I
both
will
need
play
to play
Final Fantasy VII if you play Mass Effect.
We both want to play it. We just didn't get into it at the time. It was big, and then by the time we wanted to, there was so much game content to get into.
Yeah, for me it was because I didn't have an Xbox, and 1 and 2 were both Xbox exclusive.
Well, any of the Mass Effects, really. So.
Yeah, so that was the reason that I didn't get at it in the beginning, and I tried. I did. I bought the trilogy, and it just stayed on my shelf because I was playing too many other things, and it went on the backlog, and it still is there in the backlog, unfortunately. But I will try. For you, Derek, I will try.
And I will play Final Fantasy VII for you.
Please do. All right. Thanks for calling in, Derek.
Okay.
See ya.
There's a lot of really awesome Star Wars jokes going on in the room.
Let's call Hunter back because he's really trying to get through. And what did you have to
You
say?
didn't ask me my favorite conversation.
From a video game?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had one.
You knew enough video games to have one.
I'm sorry, Princess. Wait. Darn it!
I know what you're getting for.
I'm sorry, Mario, but our princess is in another castle.
Very good. Give me a high five.
Adam, one more
Nerd
time.
cred, back up.
Can you repeat where you got that poster from again?
Oh, it's every week, man. Guys, DeviantArt. Go on DeviantArt, look up LE Giraffe. You should find it relatively quickly, and it's free. It's like a 16 megapixel poster for you to download, and then you'll have to print it out yourself, but pretty cool. Hunter, here he
Someone
is.
wanted to pay you $200 for that.
Wow. Well, it's not mine. Hunter, how you doing, man? Hey, welcome to the Level Up Show. It's great to finally talk with you. How you doing?
Nothing much. What do you think about the new Battlefield patch they put in?
I have no idea. I was talking about it with somebody.
You were a big Battlefield fan, but you got out of it.
I just got out of it just because I was playing it and I don't know.
Does it fix a lot of things or does it add things?
Yeah, it balances a lot of
stuff. It adds some new things, but they added like a new feature, and you can go in and mess around with it. You can go in and like this uniform thing it's default off. You can turn it on, but when you're around the walls on the corner, you can like lean. It's already leaning for you. Which is weird.
That lean feature, kind of like you see in Killzone and stuff?
Yeah, and they balance like handgun things, some assault rifle things, and shotgun things. They balance a lot of stuff in the game that people weren't liking.
Okay.
So I mean, I just haven't played it, yet since the patch. But I was talking about it with somebody else. I thought it was on last week's show, but I can't remember.
Did you even have Battlefield anymore? I thought you got rid of it.
I got rid of it.
Yeah, I thought so.
Cody, we'll call you back.
Yeah.
Give us a minute.
Yeah, give us a minute, Cody. We'll call you. Yeah, how do you feel about Battlefield post all these patches? Is it the game that it should have been at launch, Hunter?
Yeah, it should have been at launch.
Yeah,
straight away.
I mean, how do you feel about that though? Is it too little, too late now at this point? A year later, for them to be making this the game it should have been?
It's not too late, but they should have put it like in the first DLC pack that they put into it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hopefully they learned their lesson. It sounds like Hardline, they did learn their lesson a little bit. They asked EA for a delay, and EA, was a little bit hesitant to do that, but they did approve a delay on Hardline until early next year, probably because it wasn't ready. Battlefield 4 wasn't ready. So maybe they're learning their lesson over there at EA.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we got a few calls right now, man, so we're going to move on, but thanks for calling in.
All right.
See ya.
Talk to you later on Minecraft.
See ya.
I'll see ya.
How about later on we'll call Corey? Or you can call back again later on, Corey. Was it Cody?
Cody.
Oh, it was Cody. I thought it was Corey. Corey, Cody, whoever. We might have gotten both people calling in. We are going to shut down Skype for now, but we'll open it back up later if you don't mind pulling it off the screen.
Yeah.
I was about to.
We also have a few Twitch hearts here. First, we got Hunter. Or no, we got a few here. We got OG Kins, the Boss Sauce, LOL, over and over again. Hunter, Squall, Bad, Beast and Bray, and Deuce is Wild. Thank you, all of you, for your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. Cody, we're going to call you back a little later in the show. We got to move on to our third level update.
Cool Casual Gamer said it's 1 week till their birthday. Happy birthday early from us.
Yeah.
Level Up Show.
Oh, happy birthday!
Kristen, it is your story.
Yes, it is. And sorry, she's going to have to name this game. The game that should not be named.
No!
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
No!
It's okay. It's a part of the story, so go ahead and read it off.
Can we just abbreviate?
Say TLG instead.
What do you mean?
Instead of
the
full title of
Why
the game.
can't I say it?
Because we don't want to
jinx it.
All right. Sony working diligently on TLG. In an interview, we knock on wood then too.
Knock on wood.
In an interview with Famitsu, I think I butchered that.
No, you were close. It's Famitsu.
Famitsu, Shuhei Yoshida once again touched on the development of the long-awaited TLG. The game came up when discussing the generation's so far reliance on third-party games. Yoshida mentioned that the time of big first-party titles is on the way, saying, "We need to show why buying a PS4 is a good idea through our games." I finally, when asked what he would say about the, who almost said it, TLG,
Good catch. I was afraid you were going to hit it too.
Yoshida responded, "Development couldn't be better," before letting out a laugh,
Just like that.
realizing the absurdity of the statement. He quickly continued, "That might be a bit of an exaggeration. We continue to work diligently on the game, so please look forward to it."
Please.
There was a description that I gave you earlier about it that I think you agree with 100%. I think it's pretty spot on. They showed the game earlier than they should have.
Much earlier.
They realized that they were a little bit more behind, but then they all of a sudden got hit with the next gen. So now it didn't look as good as they wanted it to on the PS3, and then now it didn't look nearly as good as they wanted to on the PS4. So I'm pretty sure that they're just basically saying, you know what, F what we had, let's work from the base ground up. You guys need to, clean this mess up, and that's what they're doing. So
they brought the guy in from Sony Santa Monica.
I am going to say safe thing. We're not going to see. I mean, obviously now it's at the end of the year. We're not going to see anything until next year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to say probably like TGS or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not really an American game. There's a lot of Japan style gamers, but I would say probably TGS of next year, would be the earliest we would see anything, if that even. And then holiday the next year for the
Yeah, I've been talking with a few people off show as well, and they think the same thing. Like everyone seems to think TGS makes sense for next year. It's a Japanese game. Tokyo Game Show is a big show, and this year's Tokyo Game Show is actually quite impressive. It was a good Tokyo Game Show. So end of 2016 sounds reasonable, and I would be okay with that. Take your time. You've already taken your time with it, but if you've rebooted it for PS4, make it a game worthy of PS4, please. Set a file. We got a few more Twitch hearts, guys. This is like 28 or 29 Twitch hearts tonight. So thank you to the Chosen One and One Static. And guys, we're at like 850 or so Twitch hearts tonight. We're on our journey.
Really?
We're at a journey for like 1,000 Twitch hearts.
Do you wanna know how
So
many
once we
hats
get to
we have?
1,000, we are throwing a huge celebration. Help us get there, guys.
You have 835.
835? It should be more than that. We were already at 811.
I just refreshed it.
811 we were
You're at 811.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, 20. Yeah, I said 20. Okay.
We want more Twitch hearts.
Okay, I had like 28 here. We've gotten like 28 tonight, so thank you guys. Like 28 Twitch hearts tonight. Really appreciate those. Is that the last story in this segment? No, it is
How
not.
many viewers we have right now, Kristen?
268.
268, guys, still 300, and I'll do Pterodactyl Andrew. All right, let's move on to our next story here. Kingdom Hearts 3 director Tetsuya Nomura might not be in a good place. So, in the Kingdom Hearts Memorial Ultimania, it's a big magazine, if you want to call it that they release for certain Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts games. He had this to say: "If I had to pick, I'm a person more on the dark side, like Xenohort and co. I harness the burning anger in my heart into what I create. Kingdom Hearts 3's current development episode explodes very much in this sense. Each time it's a battle with Sora and co, who are the exact opposite of myself. It's been over 10 years and yet we haven't reached a conclusion. This battle will surely last longer. In Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, I am scheming many challenges that Sora and his friends must overcome because I myself cannot lose either. And in preparation for the great battle that lies ahead, we have this one book that looks back on the entire journey. When I think about it, I had an explosive mindset when I made the first Kingdom Hearts as well." So a very weird quote from him there. I don't know if he's maybe holding some resentment from being taken off Final Fantasy 15. because from what it seems, he seemed to be forced out. Even though it wasn't necessarily his fault, that game's development was held because of a whole bunch of other things. One of them being Final Fantasy XIV's disastrous launch, another one being Final Fantasy XIII not being what Square Enix wanted and trying to rally up two sequels.
Right, look how long he spent on claiming that the best thing ever to happen to Final Fantasy is his vision.
Yes.
And it wasn't.
No.
And it was resounded by the majority of, I would say, at least the majority of the U.S. Apparently over in Japan, though, I'm off because it was very well received, I guess.
Which one?
Lightning.
Oh, yeah, they love Lightning over there,
right.
yeah.
So, but, I mean, he's killing it over here. Like,
yeah.
He killed the franchise over here.
The thing is, the game is not going to change much from the original vision. From what we can tell, Tabata, the new director of Final Fantasy 15, he's staying true to what Tetsuya Nomura wrote, his vision, all that kind of stuff. But the problem is, when this game releases, you're not going to see Tetsuya Nomura's name in the credits for those things. You're going to see Tabata's name in the credits. And that's what kind of sucks, is that this still is Tetsuya Nomura's game. It's his baby in the end, but he's not going to get quite the credit he deserves for it. So I can definitely understand some anger on his part, and it sounds like he's channeling that into Kingdom Hearts 3, and it makes me wonder if Kingdom Hearts 3 might have a little bit of a darker storyline as a result. We'll have to wait and see.
Darth Vader as
Darth Vader.
Maleficent of this game.
It's possible. I mean, because we got Star Wars now with Disney. You could always have Darth Vader.
Oh no, Greg has to
a
leave.
Thanos Darth Vader combination.
Oh shit, son.
Wait, say bye to Greg.
Bye, Greg.
Greg, you pansy.
Gregory, thank you for coming in, man, and also thank you to G-Bucket3, Inuyasha, and Arame19. Thank you guys for your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. On the road to 1,000 Twitch hearts, guys.
Oh, I'm happy about this. I remember seeing the story. So, Final Fantasy 15 director encourages the car meme. Do you want to play the content?
Yes, I do. I do want to play this.
It's so awesome. Where is it? So, if you guys remember after the trailer for Final Fantasy 15 where they were all in the car together, there's been a lot of GIFs and memes created to poke fun of the bromance and the road trip vibes from the game. One meme in particular has gained considerable traction, one where the party drives past rhino-like creatures, only in the meme background is being replaced with our creative ideas. Some of the best ones, my favorite one by far is the Angry Luigi.
Yeah.
Which, if you guys remember, for Mario Kart earlier this year, Nintendo for some reason put this odd Angry Luigi face as you this death stare.
He's just looking as he passes by.
It's a stare I often give to people.
Yeah, and there's a gif of them passing by
Luigi. By him, and he's looking at them in the same way. Director Tabata must be very fond of the creations because he's making it easier for us to make them. Square Enix has provided several official meme templates, as you can see in the TV.
That's what you guys saw.
Showed, and you can use them to create GIFs.
Like this one, guys.
What the heck is that?
Oh my god.
Oh! What is that thing? What is this? What does he say? Is that what he says?
Yeah.
In the thing?
Let's replay that one more time.
Look, Kristen, I don't think you saw your face. Look at your face in this.
I created a new GIF for us.
Oh
Check
my
this out.
Oh, it's a dinosaur. It's me.
Dinosaur team!
You're looking
God.
right at them. Look at your face as you pass back.
I look like a duck.
Hold on, look at...
So that is what you guys can do with these templates now. So make your own memes, guys, for Final Fantasy 15 because Tabata is encouraging it.
That's my dinosaur face.
So guys, that is the end of our third level up segment. Got a whole bunch of Twitch hearts here.
That was my dinosaur sound.
So we got All Pro, 9 Dur Tuten, or whatever, ME790, Too Cool, Jaws of Life, Yirn Verza, Ogkins, The Boss Sauce, Beast and Bray, Deuces Wild, One Static, The Chosen One, Inuyasha, G-Bucket, Arame, Twitchy2, The Unknown PPK, Assassin, Tommy and Stuff, and finally Nano Giraffe. We got a Nano Giraffe.
Yay!
Yeah! Kristen loves giraffes.
Nano Giraffe, show yourself.
On the road to 1,000, guys. Thank you for the Twitch hearts.
So that video was like fried gold.
Yeah. it's awesome. I really like
on the
that.
website, Rick says.
All right, but guys, that was the last story we have. So Skype lines are now open.
But more importantly, I want to take the opportunity to promote Extra Life once again.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, Extra Life. Anybody who's in here who's new to the show might not know about it. It's a huge gaming celebration to help raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals all around the United States. And our team is specifically playing for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, a hospital that is near and dear to all of us. We've had family working there. We've had them take care of family.
Yeah, I was there myself.
Yes.
Many times.
So very close to us, and we would love to raise as much money as possible for them. We've already raised several $100s for Children's Hospital.
We gotta call.
I will call Ryan back in a moment. Hold on, Ryan.
We want to give them all the money we can. For sick kids, what is better?
Yes, exactly. So guys, go on the link that Kristen provided with you guys. That is our Team Extra Life page where you can donate. All you gotta do is click on Support Me. And your money is tax deductible, and all of it goes towards the children at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So anything you see fitting, $1, 50 cents, up to $1,000, doesn't matter. Do whatever you can, please, for the children. And of course, the big deal is October 25th of this year. We are doing a 24-hour marathon of talk shows, of gaming, all different kind of stuff, call-ins, special guests. So October 25th, mark your calendars for 8 a.m., all the way through to 8 a.m. on Sunday, the 26th, and that's Eastern time. So follow us now. Go on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Follow us. That way you get notified when we go live on the 25th, and please donate that day as well. But anytime up to then, you can donate from now up to them as well. Up to then as well.
Yeah.
So please do it. We're hoping to raise several $1,000s in the end for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
I want to shout out for, where was it? Sorry, it's scrolling. Our new viewer, Block 415 Monster.
Block 415 Monster, welcome, man. Thank you so much for coming into the show.
He's from California.
California, all right. We also have a few more Twitch hearts. Who are they? We have Blue Fire Hound, Sartin 300, and Zombie Gamer. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. And we are going to call back Cody first because he was the first one, and then we will call Ryan.
Oh, someone donated. Patizzi just donated.
Thank you so much, Patizzi.
Thank you, Patizzi. Patizzi, potato.
Something. So Cody, let's call Cody.
Patizzi, potato.
Okay.
Love to eat from the potto.
Alrighty. There we go. Connected just in time.
Can you donate from the UK?
I think you can donate from the UK. So, and Cody, welcome to the Level Up Show.
I'm eating dinner right now that you interrupted.
I'm sorry. Do you still want to talk, Cody?
Yeah, no problem. Do you miss G4?
Do we miss G4? That's a good question.
Yes, in ways. I miss what G4 was originally.
Yeah.
But not what it became. I miss the pre-obsessed with cops and Ninja Warrior G4.
Although I did love Campus PD. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I enjoyed those shows, especially the laugh at how bad Campus PD was.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But I mean, the days of Adam Sessler and Kevin Pereira in their prime. Gabe Hurt, Blair Herter, and
Ryan Pereira.
Kevin Pereira. I said that
Pereira.
already, and wow, that was bad.
Who's Ryan Pereira?
I don't know.
That's like a singer or something.
I think we know Ryan Pereira on Facebook.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Because I made that comment. Anyway, no, but I mean those guys, every one of them, Morgan Webb, everybody, the whole, crew G4. That kind of, in ways, we kind of base our show off of the things we liked about their shows.
Yeah.
As well as other ones. Other ones that are still on right now on other various networks or websites. But we definitely were inspired by what it used to be.
Twitch has kind of taken over that role a little bit. Do you agree with that, Cody? You think Twitch is the place to go for your G4 content now?
Hell no.
No? What do you miss specifically? What do you want to come back?
We don't get any good quality. Everything's fucking pixelated as hell through the internet.
I know.
And that's going to be on internet streams or anything like that. You got to remember, Twitch. I'm going to tell you right now, over the course of the next year, with the Amazon buyout, you're going to see I'm going to say you're probably going to see a change to Twitch.
I hope so.
And quality-wise, because I think the biggest issue
the internet won't ever be like cable.
No, it won't be like cable anytime soon.
Oh no, not at all. And you'll never get because it's internet streaming. That's just how it is.
And another barrier is the PlayStation camera.
Oh, yeah.
So the PlayStation camera can only do a certain quality. So maybe eventually they release a better camera for the PlayStation. That would help. And then hopefully as well, Twitch improves their quality over time. But yeah, you're right. It won't match cable anytime soon.
Have you ever heard of, do you know if my Logitech steering wheel works for Drive Club? Because I heard they're only going to support Thrustmaster.
They are adding a lot of support for different wheels. I thought Logitech was planned for the future with Drive Club, I thought.
Not at launch, obviously, but within the coming year.
There is a list online. Look it up. Just go on Drive Club supported wheels. They have their current list, and they have a list of supported wheels in the future that they're hoping to add. So I would do a Google search on that, and I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
Yeah, the game will be coming out in about a week, and I want to know what kind of wheel I'll be able to use.
Yeah, I understand that. All right, man. Cody, we got another call, so we're going to move on to that, but thanks for calling in.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
No problem. Thanks.
Can I shout out to 4 of our first-time or new viewers?
Yes, please do.
We have Mikhail486, Hood543, Dexflow Toys, and the unknown PKK260.
Some of those are
Two of those are not new.
Dex Toys is pretty new.
Deflux Toys is relatively new.
But Hood's been here for a while. Yeah.
Well, they're still new.
But thank you, guys. We're glad that you're here. And also, a big thank you to PPK. And the first one was... Who was the first one there?
What do you mean? Oh, Mikhail.
Mikhail. Thank you so much, guys. I don't recognize those names, so glad to have you on board with the Level Up Show. We are on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, now this might be embarrassing, but who is John Cena?
Okay.
Oh, that's a wrestler.
Because he's in here, maybe.
No, he's not. If he is, I'm blown away and I'm very flattered.
One of the screen names in here is Pro Wrestler or something, and someone was like, "Oh, hey, Pro Wrestler. You might have heard of me. My name is John Cena."
Okay. If that is you, you know what? Awesome.
I have some actual more shout-outs.
Okay.
Nato Giraffe, Twitchy2, Block 415 Monster. That was your second shout-out. And some people want to feel new, but they aren't new.
Well, two of those guys were new Twitch followers, too, so thank you so much to Nano Giraffe and also Twitchy, too.
Robot1720, thanks for watching.
Let's call Ryan back, because Ryan called earlier, and I don't want to neglect him. Let's see if I can find him, though. Ryan, there he is. So we're going to give you a call back, Ryan.
MC Burrow's not new.
Pro Wrestler, yes, I am the John Cena that you have heard of. That's Deflux Toys.
Maybe. Ryan, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So I have a question for you guys. Knowing that Drive Club is coming up in the next 2 days, I was just wondering, what's your guys' favorite racing game that you guys have ever played?
You're getting questions about like all the games that we don't play.
But the thing, I don't play simulation racing.
This is going to be off. It's not what you're thinking. This is not
know
the
what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say, and this is not the answer that Ryan's.
What am I going to say?
Mod Nation Racers.
Mod Nation Racers.
Were you in like the top 20 or something like that?
I freaking love Mod Nation Racers, and it wasn't just because I was in like the top 10 in the world in that game. That was such a fun game. That was really the best kart racer I've ever played. I don't know why it didn't grab onto more people. The customization was insane in that game. I really, really love Mod Nation
You know what
Racers.
I did like though? Burnout.
Yeah, I love Burnout too.
I think it was Burnout. Was it Burnout 3? I think it was. Like right before they changed and went to that new style that they went to, when the whole crash simulation and the bouncing in the cars, kind of like how Pain did.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Burnout.
I really like Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise is great.
The support on that game after launch is the best I've ever seen.
Phenomenal.
Best I've ever seen by
and
far.
It was pretty at the time. It was pretty seamless.
Yeah, definitely. Another one that I really liked when I was younger was San Francisco Rush.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed San Francisco Rush when I was younger.
The original Gran Turismo.
Okay, yeah.
PS1 and everything like that.
Simulation is a little iffy with me.
I was never good at them.
Yeah.
That's probably why I never got into them, because I wasn't good, I just didn't bother playing it. It wasn't a game to me.
Ryan, how about you? What is your favorite racing game of all time? It's funny because we're in favorites right now, and that's our topic of the week this week.
Yeah, well, when you're talking about Burnout, I actually played Burnout 3 Takedown a lot before. But I think my favorite one is Gran Turismo 3, mainly because that was pretty much the first game I ever played back on the PlayStation 2.
That is one of the best-selling games of all time, as far as racing especially. It was a bundled game for a while, so that explains a little bit of it.
It came with the system.
But that was mind-blowing at the time. The game had more cars than any other game before it.
The graphics were phenomenal.
Yeah, PS2, almost launch game. PS2 almost launch game, so yeah, it blew people away. And then I don't think they've been able to match that actually since, even though 4 and 5 were good. and 6 not as good from what I hear. Hopefully they can bounce back with 7 and do something unbelievable on PS4. I'm hoping. Because Drive Club is blowing me away right now graphically, and that's typically what Gran Turismo does, is blow you away graphically.
Yeah.
So
I've been watching most of the streams that people have been doing since you got early.
What do you think?
It's just amazing.
Oh, it looks phenomenal. I was watching it the other night, and it blew me away.
Yeah.
It's actually getting me excited to play, and I don't like racing games, so the fact that they're able to do that is a big thing.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, thank you so much for the call, especially related to our topic, favorites.
Right.
All right, thank you for accepting my call.
No problem. Man. See you later.
All right, see you later.
I don't know if I accidentally banned someone, and I can't even check because it keeps scrolling. I don't know if I did.
Guys, every now and then we might accidentally ban you, and we will try to correct it. It's just that the chat scrolls really quickly.
The way to get it fixed is if you feel that you've been banned, message us on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to.
Twitter, Facebook, anything.
Or anything that you can message us on.
Well, it was a timeout. I timed out.
Oh, okay. Then if it's
so
a timeout,
I just would feel bad if it was a good person.
Yeah, definitely.
Way to go, Kristen.
We're getting a bunch of.
I might have. I'm not sure.
That's.
Thank you so much, Dave, who is supporting our Extra Life. Dave Timmons, Noble Metal Gamer.
Yay,
Great
Dave.
podcast. Check it out, guys. Noble Metal Gamer podcast.
And speaking of older fans, people have been with us for a while. MC Burrow, I don't know if you remembered him, because I do remember seeing him in the chat. He's back in the room, and he hasn't been with us for a while, but he's like, did you guys move?
We did. We moved to a new house and we created a new studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is Kristen and I's new house, and this is the basement that we transformed into the new Level Up show. A big thank you again to Dave Timmons for the donation to our Extra Life.
Dave
and
is awesome.
Also a big thank you to ItOM Jefferson and Pug Lover for your Twitch hearts. That's over 30 tonight now, guys. On the road to 1,000 Twitch followers. Keep them coming, guys. We're gonna throw a big celebration at 1,000.
Dave.
Yeah,
big that we're a G4 TV ripoff. We hope so.
I'm okay with that. We lost G4.
Fine with that.
We just
we're in
talked about
G4.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that the air?
Was that Cody, right? Cody called in about G4 and losing it, and if we could be the replacement, we would be happy to replace G4 because they did very well for a while, especially Attack of the Show, X-Play. I enjoyed those. Mm-hmm. They were fun.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, Attack of the Show was the thing. I went out of my way to make sure I watched or at least watched the rerun.
We're going to move on to the topic of the week, but in the meantime, you might want to try and think of it on the spot.
Okay, wait a second. Intro. If you want to donate to us, actually, no, don't donate to us right now.
I mean, either way.
Either way. I mean, if you wanted to donate to us, you can. We're really pushing Extra Life right now for Children's Hospital. If you want to donate to us, it's streamtip.com/T/the Level Up Show. You can type in !stream tip. If you want to push it to them. Guys, we don't expect anything from you.
No.
But if you would like to donate and help our show improve, it is there on the sign for you, the streamtip.com/T/the Level Up Show. $1 minimum, and we would appreciate that tremendously. So go ahead. If you want to help us improve, we already did a huge reinvention of the show, but we have big plans for the future.
We've had some people donate. Guys, if you've donated, thank you. Big thank you.
Dex Flow,
V Slater.
V Slater. And Chris,
that's right.
Nordsey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your for the donations to Stream Tip.
We're really helping. Like everything that you got, you guys don't understand how much we appreciate it.
And now we're going to move on to our topic of the week, which is a very interactive topic, guys. We want you to talk about this. It's going to be the Level Up favorites. And we're going to be going through category by category, trying to talk about and discuss what we consider our favorite from each. You can present new categories for favorites, or you can respond with your favorite. And after each category, we're going to go to the chat. We're going to read off a bunch of your guys' favorites as well. So first, we've got favorite genres, and we're going to start off with favorite FPS. Mike, you start.
You need PayPal to donate.
I don't think that you do.
You have to. It's helpful.
Yeah, I think you can just use your Visa debit card and stuff like that, but you can use PayPal as well. I think it's easier to use PayPal. We would prefer you didn't, just because PayPal takes a portion, but I think it's easier for you guys to use PayPal.
If it's easier, then do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't take much from us.
All right, so favorite FPS. Are you
First-person
talking about
shooter.
Multiplayer or
No, overall, just overall first-person shooter.
I'm gonna have to say I might even get a lot of flack for it, but I'm probably gonna say Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
The Modern Warfare 2, mine would be Bioshock Infinite.
And it would be combo with Modern Warfare 1.
Okay. You know me, I'm more of a story guy.
Yeah.
Bioshock Infinite. I love the original Bioshock. I know I'm going to get a lot of people saying the first one's better. I like Infinite better. I really, really enjoyed the story of Infinite. I like the characters. I like the relationship between Elizabeth and Booker, especially coming off The Last of Us. They both had that kind of a little bit of a father-daughter relationship. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I really, really like that in Bioshock Infinite.
I'm going to caveat with an honorable mention to Halo 2, though.
Okay, Halo 2.
But I think for multiplayer combo with story, I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2 were
All right, so you guys are saying Killzone. Gaming says
Killzone.
Destiny. Brain Cow.
You love that.
Yep. Brain Cow says Call of Duty World War II. We've got Zombie Gamer said the original Medal of Honor. We've got Philly Reese liked Killzone 3, Robot, Modern Warfare 1 and 2. JD was Metro 2033. What else we got in here? We got another Bioshock Infinite from Johnny. Glad you agree. Battletoad is not a first-person shooter, I don't think.
Battletoads? Was that Derek?
That was Derek. Bulletstorm from Spitify. I think that's how you say it. Another Bioshock Infinite from Inuyasha. Red Faction. Red Faction is a very popular one, I know, back in the day.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. I'm surprised we're not getting more of that.
You know what? And here's the issue with that. Now that I go back and play it, I can almost not play it.
Yeah, I can't either. It's terrible.
Were you over that night that we tried doing it at my house?
Yeah, and you can't
awful.
play. The graphics are so bad, it's hard to see what's going on.
You can't understand anything.
Thank you to XX Gaming, Mishandle, Deluxe, Ninja, and KRL Day for all of your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. And we just got another one, which I will have to wait for an email for. But thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. Keep them coming on the road to 1,000. Blacklight Retribution, Wolfenstein 3D, Perfect Dark.
Everybody's all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of variety.
And I love it. I mean, Borderlands is in there, and it's tough because it's not exact, I don't think.
You don't consider that a first-person shooter? It's an RPG a little bit.
It's more RPG, though. I mean, it's a combo of everything.
Okay. Well, let's move on then to favorite RPG. You know what mine is. We all know what mine is, I think, because it's my favorite game of all time.
Right.
Is Final Fantasy VII. Yes, that's my favorite RPG of all time.
I'm gonna go. See, I really.
You're not a big RPG guy, I know.
Well, no, I am. I do like RPGs.
More
I just
Western.
don't play a lot of them. I usually play more Western ones. So Skyrim is huge for me.
Yeah, I
know. Borderlands was actually big for me too. But I do like even the traditional like turn-based ones like Legend of Dragoon.
Legend of Dragoon is a favorite. Yeah.
And I mean that is just a favorite of mine just because I think it's nostalgia favorite. But I don't know if I like.
If I had to keep going with it, number 2 would be Chrono Trigger. Number 3 would be Final Fantasy 3. Okay. That would be my top 3 RPGs of all time.
And the heat is blasting.
Heat?
Yeah.
Oh, we never turned it back down. It's still on 80.
So what should I put it at?
Put it at like 72.
It's blasting.
Yeah.
I'm like sweating.
What?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts is excellent. Yeah. Action
Kingdom Hearts
RPG.
2 is going to be more of the thing for me.
I like Kingdom Hearts 1 better, actually.
I know you do, but I personally preferred Kingdom Hearts 2.
It is getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
We're getting a lot. Fable,
okay.
Another series. That's a great one. That's actually one of my favorite games of all time.
Feel free to call in, guys. Well, we're not going to put the banner up, but if you want to call in on Skype, interrupt us, and we can talk about one of the categories that we're on.
It's getting flooded. Mass Effect, Counter-Strike. Wait, Counter-Strike? What? Get out of here. He's probably on the FPS. Ni no Kuni.
Great choice. Ni no Kuni's excellent.
Elder Scrolls, obviously, for that. Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy 3, Pokemon, Saga series, GTA.
Zelda is on the edge there when it comes to action.
GTA?
And GTA definitely, I don't think. I consider that a open world game, action adventure open world.
Yeah, a bunch of the Final Fantasies in there. So yeah, that's.
Chrono Cross, good choice. Not a lot of love for Chrono Cross, especially considering most people love Chrono Trigger much more. But Chrono Cross is a great game. It doesn't quite compare to the original, but they did an awesome thing with that game by relating it to the first one in really cool ways.
Right.
So, great choices, guys. All of those are good choices. So let's move on now to our. Sorry? Yep.
I don't understand how the heat works.
Just turn it off.
I can't.
Did you just turn down the temperature?
I put it up.
You put up the temperature?
I put it to like 80.
No, why would you put it up?
I don't get how it works. I just said that.
I'm so confused.
It's hot. So let me raise the temperature up.
Okay. You move on to the next category.
I don't even know what it is. You took my paper away.
Oh.
Kristen, can you hand me my paper?
Wait, no, answer my question.
What?
So if the heat is on,
Right, so that means the heat is going to heat the house up.
To 80 degrees.
Yes.
So what should I have dropped it down to?
Whatever is comfortable. Preferably, I would say no higher than 72.
My God, I'm an idiot. I don't get how it works.
God.
All right, we got some teaching to do. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. It got hot in here so fast.
I know, I'm looking at this.
All right, next category.
Here, White says it's hot in here. I'm making it hotter.
No, I thought if I pushed it up to 80, that the heat would only come on if it reached 80 degrees.
What?
Okay, I'm not
following that logic, but let's keep going. Favorite action adventure game.
This is a kind of broad category.
Yeah.
I think you could consider Naughty Dog games in this category.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna pick Uncharted.
I would choose. It's very close between Uncharted 2 and The Last of Us for me.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one of those I like better. The Last of Us took much bigger risks. It's a more breaking game. It's a game that has affected the medium much more than Uncharted has. So I would probably say The Last of Us. When it comes to like fun, Uncharted is probably more fun. But the story that The Last of Us tells, the groundbreaking voice acting and motion capture puts it probably a little bit above Uncharted 2 for me.
So I just wanted to say, Philly Reese said, "Turned down for what?"
Turned down for what?
Well,
that was awesome.
Can I just say that we know the basement gets hot very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least we know that one.
Yeah, we do now.
Man, favorite action adventure game. I'm gonna say.
What Gabe said, ashamed by the lack of Xenogears. That there was no one who says Xenogears. You're right. Xenogears is a game that the people that have played it are huge cult following for that game. It's insanely convoluted and confusing, and Xenosaga follows it a little bit in a way. But yeah, Xenogears is a very, very good PlayStation 1 RPG. I agree, Gabe.
For me, it's mostly the ones from recent years. So I'm gonna say it's a combo of Last of Us for certain elements, Assassin's Creed 2 for certain elements, probably like Arkham Asylum for certain elements. There's a bunch of them. Even Zelda games. So I can't really pick one. It's just a combination. Yeah. There's no game that I feel did it perfectly 100%. Yeah. So all those succeeded.
Yeah, obviously Zelda is in that list for sure for me. Wind Waker especially. I love Wind Waker. I think I've said that multiple times. Quick thank you to Dev789, Golden Gear. Those are 2 more Twitch hearts tonight. And also finally our first YouTube subscription tonight, which is really important to us, guys. Subscribe to YouTube. We had Mattias Borges subscribe to us on YouTube because we archive all of our episodes there and you can watch them after the show if you miss, because we go on for 2.5 hours. If you miss anything, go on our YouTube and watch it in full or watch mini pieces. We'll divide it up for you later on in the week so you can find things easier. So please subscribe on our YouTube channel as well.
You were at 854 Twitch hearts.
854 on the road to 1,000.
No. So that was big because we were at 811 when we started. So
yeah, already close. I think like 40 Twitch hearts tonight, guys.
All right, so favorite platformer.
Real quick, let's acknowledge a few of the action adventures here. Xenosaga took over. We got Jack and Daxter. We got Sly Cooper, Arkham City, Uncharted 2, Crash Bandicoot. We have Dragon Quest, more of an RPG. Max Payne, more of a third-person shooter, action adventure. I guess that works. That works.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got some good ones in there. So moving on, what's the next category?
Favorite platformer.
Favorite platformer, meaning like Mario, Ratchet and Clank, stuff like that. Even like Super Meat Boy would probably be considered like a platformer.
Super Meat Boy!
Man, I know you would say, which Mario is your favorite?
3.
3 is your favorite? Okay. 3 is great. I do like 3 a lot.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
3, 64, and Galaxy are, to me, the crowning moments for Nintendo.
I really love the Ratchet and Clank series. A Crack in Time probably being my favorite.
One. I didn't like that one as much as I liked. What was the one before that I really liked?
You really liked Tools of Destruction.
Tools of Destruction.
The first PS3 Ratchet and Clank was also very good. Let's see what we got in the chat. Rayman, Little Big Planet, good one. Little Big Planet. A few Ratchet and Clanks. Mario Brothers 3, someone agrees, and also Rayman Legends. Rayman is excellent. That definitely deserves to be named.
Oh, yeah.
Only played Origins so far, but unbelievable game. Yeah, really is amazing. What else we got? We got some Sonic in there. Mario Sunshine. You like Mario
Little
Sunshine?
Big Planet.
Yep. Earthworm Jim. Going back. That's a good one.
All about that game. Castlevania series. No, I'm going to actually add that into my list. Symphony in the Night is a big one for me.
Yeah.
But even back like the NES days with the Castlevania back then, and even on the DS, Dawn of Sorrow and everything like that.
Yeah.
Was phenomenal.
I'll consider that more action adventure. Same with Metroid. Just because you're jumping on platforms doesn't necessarily make it a platformer, in my opinion.
No, I get what you mean.
But still, an excellent game. Yeah, definitely. Symphony of the Night, especially, is one of the best games.
I'm surprised you didn't say Little Big Planet.
That actually skipped my mind. When I think of Little Big Planet, the first thing that comes to my mind is play, create, share.
Right.
Like, it's almost like its own genre in a way. This creativity genre. So I really like that one a lot.
Does Pac-Man count?
No, that's more of an arcade game. Just straight arcade.
What about Donkey Kong?
Yeah, Donkey Kong is a little bit of platforming.
Oh, really? I would say it's more arcade.
More arcade?
Yeah.
That definitely has more platforming
Anything
elements.
that you would see in an arcade would be classified.
Oh, like the original Donkey Kong? She's talking about Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, then yeah, no, that's
platformer.
Then, yeah, if you like that one.
She loves Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, that's a good one. What are you guys saying? We got Spyro in there. More Little Big Planet.
I like Spyro.
Yeah.
Aladdin.
You love Aladdin.
ABBA.
And Lion King. Lion King was great too.
I love Lion King.
Those are some good Super Nintendo ones there.
Turn down for what?
Yeah, Metroid was set in there. And I'll give it to him. I mean, it is action adventure, but
let me. Chris is trying to call in, but his call is not going through.
Nano Giraffe
So
said Fez.
how about we call Chris instead?
Cool.
The Ind Fox says Tearaway. Lost Levels, Yoshi's
Tearaway is
Island,
excellent.
Journey.
Aladdin.
Not platforming in my opinion, but
Rogue Legacy, Blasto, Pac-Man.
I'm not sure what I would consider Journey. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a journey.
Well, you do have the indie the category.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting a hold of Chris for some reason.
It does not like him.
Sorry, Chris. I don't know if it's our connection or yours tonight, but we're having trouble getting through to you. Try again a little later, maybe. Maybe something will change. Blasto. I remember Blasto.
Oh my god! And I remember. You know what's funny is I love that game, and me and Pat played it for a while. He got a corrupted save file from the Beautiful Joe fiasco.
Yeah.
And it killed everything, so he had to start from the beginning. But somebody scratched his disc. So half of the level on the second level in the space world was missing.
Yeah.
So you had to get to one platform and you couldn't get to it.
Yeah. Next we got open world. What is your favorite open world title of all time? I think Skyrim would be up there, right?
Skyrim's up there. Believe it or not, though, I think overall I'm gonna have to go with Red Dead.
That's what I would say too. Red Dead's my favorite.
Just because overall, I mean, Skyrim is huge, but it's a different genre in its own, and I already gave that to RPG.
Yeah.
So Red Dead definitely.
Thank you for the Twitch heart.
Recognition in here.
Yeah, definitely would be Red Dead for me. Read off some comments. I'm going to look at that Twitch heart.
For platforming, someone even brought up Alex the Kid. I completely forgot about that.
Alex the Kid? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Someone said Tomb Raider.
Oh, and you know who? Mattias started a YouTube subscription thread here. So we've got Steven Cantando subscribed on our YouTube. We've got ARob96 and Garrett F, Jonathan Holcomb, and Fatty Mac. Steven is my friend, Steven Cantando. Who was just on our vacation, our Poconos vacation. He just subscribed to our YouTube.
Cool.
So thanks, Steve, for doing that. I
plug it to your friends.
Like,
hey guys, when you get home, guess what we're doing tonight?
I did not. I did not plug this show when I was on vacation. I did not. I didn't think I should talk about.
You know what's
the
really
show.
cool? Like just like architecture, I do this show on PlayStation.
Yeah, no, not at all. But yeah, Steve is another architect as well.
Dude, the whole thing. I mean, it's 90% plus of GTA.
That's not surprising.
I mean, a lot of it's GTA 5. There's Vice City in there. There is some someone saying anything Rockstar, Mario 64, 64, 64, or Banjo Kazooie, Oblivion. Someone said Ground Zeroes.
It's open world in a way.
Okay.
I can see why you would say that, but more just of a third-person shooter.
Yeah. Someone said Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I guess.
They're open world. Assassin's Creed's open world.
Gun is actually in there.
Okay.
Which I'm surprised about because I didn't think anybody remembered that game. Okami.
Okay.
Kings of Amalur. So yeah, we have
got a lot of diversity tonight.
But I'll tell you right now, the
GTA was the big one.
Majority is GTA. Now it's starting to open up a little bit more with Mass Effect, The Witcher, Shadow of the Colossus, Dragon Age, Shenmue. So.
Shadow of the Colossus is a great one, and now that I think about that, that would kind of be an open world game in a way. Thank you to Twixt Handle, G-Man Flood, and Gamer in Mind for the Twitch hearts. Getting closer and closer to 900, but we're on the road to 1,000. Next category.
So someone brought up earlier the game, and you didn't agree with it. So what is your favorite indie game?
Journey.
Yeah.
But it's not indie. That's the problem.
I mean, you know what's funny is there's a weird line with that.
It is a weird line. How do you draw it though? Yeah, if you want to consider Journey an indie title, even though it's published by Sony and all that, Journey is one of my favorite games of all time. So it would definitely be Journey.
Kirby!
Kirby would be platformer, I would say, right? Very good platformer. You like Kirby, right?
Yes.
Yes, Kirby's a good one. How about you for indie? Do you have a favorite?
I don't know yet.
I really like Limbo. Limbo was excellent.
Was great. Braid, I think, was actually probably the top of my list.
Okay.
Did you ever finish it?
No, never. I never played Braid. I never started Braid.
I know.
I had it. I had Braid.
I know you had it, but you need to do that.
I have a big backlog. I have such a big backlog.
Dude, you know, it's going to take you not that long.
I know. It's what? Is it like 3 or 4 hours?
It's a little longer than
that.
I would say it's like a good day. You know, it's a one-day game that if you have a full day to devote to it.
Thank you to Christina Noel for following the Level Up Show. Yeah.
Would you consider...
That's another one of my friends from
Minecraft
Drexel.
An indie game?
Minecraft, an indie game. Did it start off as an indie game?
Yes, he was a guy in his garage basement.
Yeah, I would consider that indie then. I mean, they've been bought out since Microsoft since, but yeah, when Minecraft started, that was an indie game. It's bigger than most AAA games now, but...
Strider, Philly Reese, I think, is being a troll, and he said Candy Crush.
Candy Crush. Who did Candy Crush? Is that,
That's that asshole company,
King.
Yeah.
It's King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's King. Bastion, I hear very good things about.
I played a little bit of it. I like it a lot. Walking Dead.
Outlast?
Outlast, yeah. That was great. I'm trying to think what else.
We got another guy who wants to donate. Arson. Depends on what you want to donate to. If you want to donate to our Extra Life, would you mind putting that in there? That's a charity pushing towards Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, Miracle Network hospitals all throughout the United States. But please, everybody, if you want to donate towards Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, go on our Extra Life page that Kristen is going to post, and you can post whatever you see fitting, donating-wise.
You know what I forgot about?
What?
Geometry Wars.
Oh, a big one. Xbox launch game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that game.
And if you guys want to donate to us and help us grow as a show, it's on the sign right there. Streamtip.com/T/the Level Up Show. $1 minimum, but we would appreciate anything from you guys, and we would obviously use it towards improving our show in the future. So thank you to Arson if you want to donate. Let's move on to another entirely different category. We're now out of genre.
Yes.
And we're now moving on to characters. So who is your favorite male character of all time?
John Marston is great.
Yes, very good character. Thank you for Twitch art.
Tourette's Andrew.
Yeah.
Manny Copavera from Grim Fandango.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As well. You know, the dialogue in that game was written so well. There was, you know what's funny? I was just talking about this with somebody else, and there's another game that's going to kill me that I can't remember.
Yeah.
So what are some of yours? Maybe I'll remember it.
One of my favorites would be... Let's think about this here.
There's a lot of...
Not my favorite of all time, but I want to say Joel really quick.
Okay.
And the reason I like Joel so much is because he's such a human character.
It's actually just popped
He's a
up, too.
flawed human character, and somebody that a lot of people don't agree with. He does something almost despicable in the end of the game that it really polarized
Mike Hale,
the audience.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, man.
Thank you for joining us, Mike.
Hale.
And that is what I love about Joel. I love that in the end of the game I was really torn on how to feel about him. And I like that. More games need to do that. I want to feel at the end of the game this internal debate, this morality debate. And that's really cool, I thought. So Joel is up there for me. And when it comes to RPGs, I'm a huge fan of Cloud. I love Cloud. I also really like Zidane. I love the lighthearted character of Final Fantasy IX. That was what I like Final Fantasy IX in general because it's so much more lighthearted than 7 and 8, and it was a nice change of pace. And Zidane was a big part of that in the game. Oh,
There's
man.
a lot of Kafka and Big Boss going on.
I was gonna say Solid Snake, not Big Boss. Solid Snake is still above Big Boss for me. Big Boss is a great character though. How about you? Got anything?
I can't remember, there was another guy that I wanted to use, but I can't remember who it is now.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's gone. How about female character?
Female.
A lot of people are going to say...
I'm going to say Ellie.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to say Ellie.
She was really well written.
Yep.
Very entertaining.
FemShep, right?
Yeah.
I never played it, but I hear FemShep's really good.
Yeah. Are we talking about main characters or supporting?
Could be any character, any female character.
You know who I actually want to say is my favorite character, probably of all time, because of the way it was written? Handsome Jack in Borderlands 2.
Okay, for male, yeah.
And I've even said this to you, that it was easily one of the most entertaining characters. It was like watching Archer the villain in a video game.
Okay.
So it was really well done. As far as female though, I mean, Ellie is the only main one that comes to mind.
Okay.
Which is kind of sad though. And
That's what is sad.
Reinforces the fact that how many prominent female characters are there in video games.
Yeah.
So
Trying to think of some other ones for me. Thank you for the Twitch heart, Tourette's.
Tiny Tina is great.
What was that?
Tiny Tina from
Tiny Tina.
Borderlands 2.
Getting a lot of Lara Croft.
Lara Croft, very reboot of the character. It was very strong. She's now a very strong female character for sure. Hopefully they further that with the new game and drill that into us even more, that she can take care of herself. She doesn't need taken care of. Tifa, yeah. I'm thinking of my favorite Final Fantasy female. I really like Garnet from Final Fantasy IX. She starts off as this stuck-up princess, and as the game goes on, when she cuts her hair, and she becomes this she becomes a strong female character in 9. She starts off very weak and becomes strong, and that's what I like about Garnet so much.
I can't take Samus Aran as a serious answer because she has no lines.
Except for in Project M. Which destroyed her. Yeah.
That game doesn't exist.
Yeah. That kind of destroyed her character for sure.
The little hologram girl from Resident Evil. That's a movie.
I need to stretch for a second.
The Boss. Oh, great choice. I think that's. I see the Boss Capital, and that's the female lead from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Very good choice. The Boss is an excellent character. On the edge of villain and hero. Elizabeth is a very good one. But the Boss is on my list for sure. I should have thought of that. Thank you, Gabe, for that recommendation. And for last character, how about mascot? Who is your favorite mascot of all time? We know for you who your favorite mascot is.
Mario.
Mario.
You know what's funny is
Mario.
There's not very many mascots.
No, there isn't. Well, we'll name them. You got Crash Bandicoot.
No, you don't.
Well, but really, that was the original PlayStation mascot.
But he wasn't. That's the thing. He wasn't officially a mascot.
He became the mascot.
He became the embodiment of a mascot, but he wasn't really a true mascot.
I would consider him a mascot. I mean, really, his commercials at the front of Nintendo headquarters with like the microphone and that I consider.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's weird because there hasn't been many true mascots. But overall, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, would you rather rephrase it as stapled icons?
Let's name some. Who we consider to be mascots would be Mario, Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, Bonk from TurboGrafx. Let's not forget Bonk. I think Master Chief for Xbox was for a very long time the iconic character. Mario, we've named. Is there any others really?
That's it.
Those are the big ones. So who is your favorite of that list?
I mean, out of that list, I'm gonna have to go with. I mean, it's classic Mario or Sonic.
I would go with Bonk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because TurboGrafx was my first console, and I think he doesn't get enough credit. Bonk from Box Adventure, little baby caveman or cave baby, if you want to call him that. He uses his huge head to knock people out. I think I loved Bonk. He was a really cool character, so that would be my favorite. Let's see what you guys have to say. Link. So we're gonna get a little diversity here because it depends on what you consider to be a mascot. Sackboy. He should be a mascot for PlayStation.
Pikachu.
Unfortunately, Pikachu is a good one. Yep.
Kratos.
Sackboy is a mascot, says Savagely. Ratchet, Alex the Kid, GLaDOS, Pikachu, Chocobos.
If you want Adam Sessler, you contact him for us, because...
Yes. Blinks the Cat for Xbox. I think he was the Time Sweeper cat from the launch of Xbox. Pac-Man is the kind of a mascot in a way of the arcade.
Block Monster, thank you for joining us, bud.
Definitely. Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal.
He was actually a mascot for a little while.
He definitely. I would agree with that for sure. We got some Yoshis in there, some Spyros.
You know, some of these, I mean, I love the characters. A lot of these, though, aren't mascots.
Yeah, I guess
and that's the problem. That's there's not many mascots.
This kind of became favorite, like, iconic character, in a way. So those are all good lists, though. Let's move on to another category. Now, your favorite console of all time.
SNES.
I think yours would be SNES as well.
Yeah.
It's between SNES and the original PlayStation for me.
Yeah, PS1, yeah.
Because of Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9.
Some of like PS1 had so many games that really shaped what...
Chrono Cross, Metal Gear Solid, the original Metal Gear Solid, Legend of Dragoon.
Second... Awesome. Guys, that was a great... So that sound means we got a donation from somebody, so thank you. Drew's going to look it up. We're going to shout you out.
We got a $10 donation from Intro Speak. Thank you, Intro Speak for a $10 donation.
So much.
That's sweet.
And that is via our stream tip on the screen right there, streamtip.t/the Level Up Show. Dreamcast. No question, says Gabe.
Yeah, there's a lot of PS1, PS2, PC Master Race. Haha, that's great.
PC Master Race, yeah. Gonna hear that sometimes here and there. PlayStation 2?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of SNES too. So SNES, PS1, and a few like Sega CD.
I mean, really, let's go through SNES. You got all the huge Marios. You got Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3, Super Metroid, all
you have a lot of
Castlevanias.
games on SNES that really shaped the gaming genre and world really, around that system. You know, Sega Genesis at the same time, and I was a Genesis kid. I was not an SNES kid.
Yeah, it's funny,
SNES was afterwards for me, but a lot of those games, with the exception of Sonic, name a few games that were really just for SNES.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, none.
Yeah.
Like, I can't name anything that was just for SNES.
Yeah, besides those big Nintendo properties.
I'm sorry, not just for Genesis.
Okay, yeah.
Besides Sonic. And
yeah, Genesis got the multi-platform stuff. And sometimes better graphics.
Oh, yeah, and it was a better system.
Yeah.
Technically, but the games developed it for it.
And I think like Genesis was the only one that had blood and Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. Thank you for the Twitch heart, 2 of those right there. Let me acknowledge those really quick before moving on to the next topic. We've got, let's see here. We also had John. Oh, that was John. The intro speak was John, who donated on what's it called, Stream Tip. Thank you so much, John.
John!
Healing Divine, Cool Hand BC, Liam Cross, It's Totally Kyle, Josh Butterballs. Those guys all followed us on Twitch. Thank you so much for the Twitch hearts. And finally, from Kyle Mott, I think It's Totally Kyle, he also subscribed on our YouTube. Thank you so much, Kyle, for subscribing. Let's move on to our next category.
I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to speak Spanish, and I think this is Spanish.
Yeah, I saw that.
Someone said something, but I just love the last part of it. He said, "Y como se llama el truco de programa chorro de bobos?"
I'm guessing it's boobs.
I don't know if bobos means boobs, but I love that.
We hope it does.
Chorro de bobos.
Chorro de bobos.
My favorite statement, so I'm hoping to find out what that means.
Next category is favorite controller of all time.
Oh man, Xbox 360.
PS4. For me, I love the PS4 controller.
The Xbox 360 is still, to me, the ideal controller ever made.
You know, I never got to play it that much, so you have to adapt to that, especially after using a PlayStation controller for such a long time.
I'll tell you right now, as someone who switched between both, especially after being on Xbox for the longest time.
Oh, I know.
I was never able to switch over to a PS3 controller.
I know the PS3 controller wasn't even comparable to Xbox 360, but
the PS4 controller is still
PS4
nice,
controller.
but I'll tell you right now, Xbox 360 was still better.
You think so?
At the end of the day, yeah. Xbox One controller is not bad, but again, I haven't really played enough.
Yeah.
I've only played kiosks in the store, so.
Getting a lot of PS4 in the room here. PS4,
Someone said,
PS4.
I think Bobos means monkeys.
Xbox One controller. We got PS4, Wii.
Wii. I think that's.
DualShock. Which DualShock? They're all DualShock. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is the newest one for PS4. Hands down, PS4, 360, and PS4 are excellent. PS4 feels great, and now PS3 DualShock feels weird. It does. I used to be fine with the DualShock 3. I can't go back to it now.
No.
I really can't. The PS4 just...
I haven't touched mine since...
Yeah. I use it every now and then upstairs and stuff, and I can't go back to it.
Why don't you just use your PS4 one?
I could. You're right. I could. They actually now have support for the PS4 controller, but I keep both of them down here. Thank you for the Twitch heart. We're getting PS5. Hopefully it's even better than PS4. I don't know how they're going to improve on it, but
Power Glove.
Power Glove. Nice.
GameCube.
N64. Somebody said it. The N64 controller.
And you know what's funny is it was awful and awesome at the same time.
A controller meant for 3 hands.
Right. Now, if you ignored the thing on the left, that middle analog stick, like the way it was positioned, was actually pretty damn comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you could hold that forever.
That was the thing is, I don't know why people thought that you had to use 3 hands for it. It was meant for holding it this way or holding it this way.
Right.
You could alternate between the two depending on how you wanted to play it. But just the way it looked, you were just like, what the hell is this thing and how do I hold it? But that was always Nintendo. Nintendo tries to innovate with every controller, and they always do. Sometimes not successfully, but...
Carlos said, it's funny, I don't see any mention of the Kinect.
Is that a controller? It's a motion controller, I guess, right? Or PlayStation Eye, you know.
Speaking of, that was a pretty good segue without even knowing.
Segue! Favorite gimmick / fad.
That was actually pretty entertaining.
How do you feel about motion control as a gimmick and a fad?
Nah, I'm over it.
You're over it.
I would say my favorite gimmick fad was either the light gun or the Guitar Hero controller.
Okay. One of my favorites, not a gimmick at all, but I had a good time with it, was Pokemon Snap and going to Blockbuster and printing out my photos.
That was so lame and awesome at the same time.
I love Pokemon Snap so much. They need to bring that back for the Wii U.
Oh my god.
That'd be a great series. But
that was actually the rumor for the Wii U. That was the controller and everything like that. So.
But I would also say light guns. Yeah, I like the light guns a lot.
I remember me and Pat used to play Point Blank all the time.
Lethal Enforcer. Do you remember that one?
I didn't play that.
That was Sega Genesis.
We were Time Crisis kids.
Okay, yeah. In the arcade or at home?
At home and on the
arcade. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Those were solid. What are people saying in the room for favorite gimmick?
Dave and Puss are leaving.
Dave, thank you so much for your donation. Really appreciate that, Dave.
And Puss.
And Puss, Boosh, Drewgasm.
Boosh.
Thank you so much for coming in, man.
Rock Band, the Nintendo Robot.
Power Glove, all right, Power Glove. Backpack Rumble.
PS Move.
PS Move, yeah, that was. It didn't take off, so I don't even know if I would consider that a gimmick or a fad. Tony Hawk Skateboard, do you remember that? The peripheral skateboard?
Dude, there's a warehouse at GameStop.
Probably filled with that, right?
That is almost filled with just those pieces. They don't know what to do with them.
NES gamepad, cartridge for N64 controller.
What about the Pokedometer?
The Pokedometer? What's that?
It was basically a pedometer that would connect to your Pokemon game, and so your Pokemon
you could actually it was your Pokédex, right? In a way.
Well, no, it was not Pokédex, but your Pokemon would get trained the more you walked.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I think they also had like a literal Pokédex,
they
right?
did, yeah.
Yeah, they did some cool stuff with Pokemon, or tried to at least.
What about the GameCube camera that took the worst pictures ever in the printer for it?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
And it was like worse than, oh my god, I can't even describe how bad these pictures were.
We only got 5 more minutes of this topic, unfortunately. I wish we could keep going, but let's move on to favorite all-time gaming conference. E3, Gamescom.
E3 2006.
Is that the one where PlayStation 3 was announced?
That was PS3, the Wii.
Because I thought that was 2005, actually. But that was the one where they were announced and then they came out in 2006.
Yeah, when they were shown off.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you look back at it, it's terrible because everything was CGI and none of it was real. It was all smoke and mirrors. But at the
Especially
time,
on Nintendo.
But at the
that
time,
I was huge on Nintendo. Like the Wii, I thought was going to revolutionize everything. I don't know if you remember, I cut school that day and we went up to the Nintendo store. We went to the Nintendo World store and we actually watched it there. Because Eric Altieri worked for a gaming website at the time, so we got access and went up there. So
I would agree. E3 2005 was my favorite of all time because, as you were saying, the announcement of all the consoles, but the smoke and mirrors, even though they turned out to be fake, blew minds at the time. Seeing the MotorStorm CGI trailer, the Killzone CGI trailer, all those things that turned out to be fake, but we were just like, oh my god, is this freaking real? Like, holy shit, is this what next generation is going to be? It wasn't, but at that time, we were just like, oh my, we were drooling. Right. We were all drooling at the
there was
ideas.
Also the one that we watched, I remember we watched it at your house, where they showed off, like, it was the same year they showed off Star Wars The Old Republic.
Yeah.
That conference, like, everything at E3 that year was phenomenal.
E3 2013 is what a lot of people are saying, especially because of the Sony conference when they said no to use games like blocking. Remember, like Microsoft had their conference, they didn't respond at all to all that hate and rumors and all that kind of stuff, and then Sony came out there, $400, used games are okay.
Oh my god, that was so amazing. Like, do you remember, like, we were just laughing the entire time.
It just, that's one of those moments that I'll never forget because it wasn't just us, but the audience. The way everyone stood up and just started cheering and
we were just
applauding.
Like, we were sitting there on the couch just laughing. We were just like,
oh my goodness.
No, that means if that sound plays, it means it was beating the other donation. Obviously,
don't say that.
John, we insanely appreciate your donation.
Andrew, don't mention how much people donate.
You don't think so?
No, just no.
Okay, well, our new top donator, let's say that. Our new top donator is Arson. Thank you so much for your donation.
Gray Fox is Big Boss.
Gray Fox is Big Boss?
Yeah, that's what he says.
In Metal Gear Solid 5? It's possible. There's that whole bandage around the face thing going on. I don't know who that person is. It could be Gray Fox. Maybe it's Zanzibar. I don't know. But thank you, Arson, for your donation. You are now our new top donator. We really appreciate that.
Here's how you borrow video games.
And thank you, Intro.
Oh, and thank you, Intro. Exactly. John, specifically. Thank you for your previous donation. Really appreciate that.
And everybody else that's donated, if you say it, and everybody.
You guys are amazing. We appreciate every single donation. They all go to help this show. So thank you so much. Let's move on to another category.
Cool Casual Gamer says he misses Kevin Butler from PlayStation.
Yeah, that was also a good conference when he came out.
My thing on on Xbox is still Viva Kevin Butler.
Yeah, what do you say? Like, long live gaming, like, may it rain, like, or something like that.
Oh
It was
my God,
great.
that speech was phenomenal.
It was good. It was total fan service there. So now, guys, speaking of, like, E3 conferences, what is your favorite trailer of all time?
It's gonna, you know what's funny? The excitement for it is gonna have to be last year.
Yep. The back-to-back.
Oh my God, that was amazing. I think your reaction to my reaction was even better than my reaction itself when they showed off Final Fantasy at the time versus 13, and then you saw it change to 15, and you're like, yes!
Oh my
and then
God!
Also, it was like, and we have one more thing, and then
we just looked at each other.
Didn't I eat my hand or something?
Well, it was so good. They did it so well because we didn't know for sure. We both were like biting our fists because they were showing all the previous games. And it could have turned out to be like a 2.5 HD remix because they were showing Birth by Sleep, all these things. And they were like, come on, please be it. And then Sora flies out and you see the next-gen graphics and we just exploded in emotion.
I did because I remember I had teeth marks in my hand for a week.
Yeah. But my favorite trailer of all time has to be Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I think the 2000 trailer was mind-blowing at the time. Nobody knew what the PS2 could do, and then when they showed off all the rain effects and all the rain droplets bouncing individually off Snake's shoulders and all that kind of thing, and each bullet falling on the floor, him shooting glass and it breaking realistically, at that time, it was unbelievable.
Right.
And it was never matched really since then. It also was a great story trailer. The music by Harry Gregson Williams.
We're getting Metal Gear Solid 5, No Man's Sky, Phantom Pain.
Yeah, very good.
Club Penguin, really, dude.
Gears of War.
So that's what's funny is I'm big on music.
Yeah.
And so I love trailers that do like a music tie-in.
Yeah.
And the one for Gears 3.
Yeah.
Into Dust. There is no trailer that's going to evoke the same amount of emotion from me as that one did. Like, I've watched it over and over, and I don't even like Gears of War that much, and I watched it over and over and over again.
For Gears trailers, it would have to be Mad World for me, the first one.
Mad World was great. I think Into Dust was better.
I think we got to move on, unfortunately. It's 12:15, so we got to do Wild Game, and we're running out of time.
We're almost... Yeah, I mean...
No, I think we should do Wild Game. We really should.
Oh, yeah, because next week we have Borderlands.
Yeah, so, guys, that was our favorites for tonight. We didn't get through the whole list of categories that we had.
But if there's anything else you guys want to know from us, you guys can message us on Twitter. Why don't we do it that way?
Thank you, Nemo, for following us on Twitter, by the way.
Yeah, but speaking about that, plug it.
Okay, so... We'll plug what? Twitter?
Twitter.
Oh, let's plug everything real quick. You're right. Guys, we're the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like the show so far, please follow and you will get email notifications whenever we go live. The URL is right at the top of the sign there. You can also follow us on Twitter at the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. You can like us on Facebook. You can go on youtube.com/the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL, and subscribe because we archive every one of our episodes on there. We've gotten 2 big stream tip donations tonight, one from Arson, one from Intro Speak. Thank you so much to both of you for your donations. Anybody else?
Going on for the charity.
And also from Dave Timmons for our Extra Life. Thank you, Dave, Noble Metal Gamer, for your Extra Life donation. We'll plug that again at the end of the show for sure. And finally, I am Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. Add both of us. We will add you back after the show.
How do you spell deviant?
D-E-V-I-A-N-T. That's right. That is correct. So I think we have to move on.
Okay.
Guys,
to know if you'll join him on Minecraft. Sorry.
I'd like to,
we have time.
in the future, this week, hopefully. Guys, Wild Game has appeared. Let's check this trailer out. She's already effed, says somebody. Yep, you're right. She's effed. What's really cool about the trailer at the very end is you heard that siren sound, that and that was the original Alien trailer way back in the 80s. Ridley Scott released that trailer, and that's just like a heart-pounding sound. And then Prometheus also used it again, and now you heard it in Alien Isolation, because it's really trying to stay true to the Ridley Scott Alien. Especially the first one, which deals with one alien on the ship, trying to find it, trying to locate it, trying to get it off the ship, because we've had so many different Alien games called Aliens. Now we have Alien Isolation, one girl versus one alien. Although you wake up at the beginning of the game, I think, with a full cast and full crew, something along those lines. Because we see in this gameplay trailer here, I think this is pretty early in the game.
Yeah.
In this, so you guys can watch this while we talk.
Yeah, no. So, did you explain the time period?
The time period is after Ellen.
I have it actually written in here.
Ripley, because I think, as a lot of you guys know, the fans of the Alien series, Ripley was the big character in Alien, the Ridley Scott movie, and in the second Aliens, spoiler alert, she is trapped in space in hypersleep for a very, very long time. During that time period, this is where this game takes place. Her daughter goes up into space to try and find her.
There's actually an exact time period, too.
Oh, there's an exact time period.
Yeah, it's 15 years after the first movie, but that actually places it 42 years before the second movie.
Because she's in hypersleep for that long.
Yeah.
Because when Ripley wakes up in Aliens, her daughter is literally already dead. It's really sad. That's in the extended version. They actually cut that out of the original. But her daughter died while, and not from the game, unless they change canon. She doesn't die in the game. She died of old age. She grew up and died before Ripley woke up. So moving on from that, obviously this is a survival horror type game, which is why a lot of people were excited about it, because we've had our action Aliens games.
It's more the style of game that this franchise deserves. I feel like.
I feel like it. I feel like it
there's
makes
a lot
sense.
of people in the action side for the James Cameron style Aliens movie. I personally, I'll be honest with you, I've never actually watched any of them full on. I've never watched the full.
Aliens is a great movie, but that really is the case. You got a horror movie versus an action movie, and we had Colonial Marines, which was action, and they wanted to get that taste out of our mouths.
You mean awful?
Yeah, it was awful. You're right.
Okay.
It was.
You said action.
That too. But to get that taste out of our mouth, I don't know when this was started development-wise, but this is definitely a palate cleanser in a way.
Right. And there's already, people have seen it. The reviews were able to come in early.
Yeah.
And they've been okay.
Okay.
But there's actually, especially for people that are I'll put it this way, from everything I looked at for the descriptions and even reviews by people that love the movie Alien, they love it. If you're a fan of survival horror game, if you're a fan of the Ridley Scott movie, I should say, you're going to actually very much enjoy this game with a couple issues that the people had. So.
Our donator, Intro Speak, said, Isolation looks awesome. I really like the slow, methodical nature of the game. Very different from what we saw previously in Colonial Marines. Because this one, you fight only the main alien, but that's not the only creature you fight. There's a lot of hiding involved in this game, a lot of surviving, a lot of using tools to locate where the alien is so that you can get around him, maybe set some traps up, something along those lines. Now, that's not to say you're helpless against other foes. There are weapons to fight off the other humans and androids, aka working Joes, that are in your way. These weapons are upgradable as there is a crafting system. In the Thursday trailer I played called Stomp, we saw your first glimpse at a android that seemed to be attacking the main character. Thank you for the Twitch art, guys.
They're very weird looking, too.
Yeah, for some reason it was on fire.
Now, the humans, I don't know too much about what the issue is that she has personally with the other people on the ship, but apparently the humans are going to be patrolling the hallways. You'll have to avoid them or kill them. The problem is any actions you do could make you all get hurt by the alien, and it could come and attack all of you. The working Joes, however, are the ones that really control Apollo, which is like Mother from the original movie.
Yeah.
So they're going to be more, this is business, this is what we need to get done. We have to also still be wary of them because they will alert the humans to your presence.
Sure. Thank you to Joey for coming in the room. Van Terra is here. And we also had another guy who said that $40 would probably be when he would pick up Alien, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, wait for a discount maybe in that AAA echelon right now, but it might be worth picking up for $40 because if you're a fan of the survival horror drama genre, if you're a fan of Alien in general, it's probably worth picking up. Now you can hide from the alien in various places, like under tables, in lockers. Player can hit a button to make Amanda, the main character, Amanda Ripley, hold her breath even, because the alien is going to be listening for noises.
Everything.
Yes.
It's going to actually be tracking you by your scent even.
It's kind of funny because there was a Ryan McCaffrey review on IGN. It's kind of infamous right now because it's actually the lowest that I've seen. It got a 5.9 on IGN. But one of his complaints that a lot of people are really harping against is unpredictable AI. And isn't that a good thing? Don't you want unpredictable AI?
What is your issue?
Yeah, that's a great thing. Unpredictable AI,
and that's
exactly
actually a big thing. And they're claiming that it's extremely smart. And that's actually some of the other things. Even people that like the game, so what is it? Creative. Who is it? What's the name of
the creator of the game?
It's Creative something.
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
I can't remember.
Somebody, if you know, but who's the developer on this one?
But I don't understand. Like even the ones that liked it, said that they claimed it was a super smart AI. That it was going to adapt, and all they really did was change how it perceived what you did. The farther you got in the game. The creators basically anticipated how you were going to start acting later in the game in order to get past certain areas and made the alien react to that.
That's pretty cool.
But it's still good. It still changed everything up.
Yeah, if you have a one-on-one battle against an alien, you want that alien to be smart.
And that's why I never really enjoyed a lot of those games like Metal Gear Solid personally, because I thought it was boring. Like I had to sit there and watch for 20 minutes,
for the routine,
the same routine over and over and over again. And it's just, for this at least it's unpredictable. And so I personally just have no problem with that. But yeah, you need to listen for attacking, stalking, lurking for you. It makes different noises depending on what it's doing. So if it's going to attack, it screams, it screeches. And if it loses whatever it's tracking, it actually makes a different noise as well. So you can listen to that.
And you also have a flashlight and a motion tracker to assist you in finding the alien, in dodging the alien. But both give off light, so you won't want to use them constantly at the risk of the alien spotting them easier. Running also increases the chances, obviously, of the alien being alerted.
This thing is always kind of figuring out where you're going or where you're going to go. So you have to really be careful with that.
This is a look at an android right here.
Walking Joes, yep.
Yeah. Pretty creepy, actually.
Yeah, it's really weird looking. So while you're using the objects, including looking at your motion detector as well as other items in your pack and through your inventory, it's still real time. So you can actually get attacked, by everything else. Now, certain things give you peripheral vision. So you can see around it, so you can just double check. But there are even videos of, you're going up to a computer terminal and, you go in, and as soon as you go in, all of a sudden you pull out, and you're like, what? And all of a sudden you look down, and there's an alien's tail through your chest.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
So I think that's awesome. I love that.
The alien sports its own AI that adapts, as you were saying, and learns the player's style and movements. It changes its tactics constantly, and while some people aren't convinced that the AI is as advanced as claims, its unpredictable patterns will keep you on your toes, which I consider a pro.
I think it's great, and that's one of the only things that I would actually enjoy about this game, is that it's constant. I mean, it looks freaky in certain parts.
Yeah, it does.
So where, I would actually enjoy, even though I'm not big on aliens, I would actually still enjoy it. So, now, the one final thing that people... there's the other part.
You possess something else besides a flashlight and a motion tracker?
Go into that real quick.
You can use an attempt to distract the alien to get away. What does it mean by that? Like you bang on objects or something?
So you have, I can't remember the exact objects that you have, but there are objects that you possess in your pack that you can pick up and
craft things
and make almost like smoke bombs or something.
Almost like The Last of Us in a way.
Noise, they're like something that's would create noise across the hallway or something like that.
Yeah.
And what you want to do is you'll throw that so that you can sneak by. The other problem that people had a lot of the times is you'll have these things and you spend all this time or whatever getting them, but then you use them and it does nothing. The alien doesn't respond to it, but it's because it's learned that you're trying to distract.
Because it's adapting, as we were just talking about. And then finally, remember the statement of how the game was always live while checking the inventory. Same applies to saving the game. And another way to pile stress, this game does not provide an autosave feature and makes you spend in-game time at certain places, in-game time where the alien can actually kill you.
Right. So that's the other frustrating thing is because there's no autosave, it's tough. You actually have to plan around saving just as much as you have to plan around doing other parts of the game.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of unforgiving in a way.
So guys, if you are on the fence, it's not getting stellar reviews. It's not AAA. It's not 9+. No. But if you are on the fence on Alien Isolation, check out the Twitch streams.
If you're, like I said, if you're a true Ridley Scott Alien fan and you enjoy survival horror games, you're gonna love every $60 that you spend on this.
Yeah, and as I was saying, go on Twitch, guys. There was a 700 viewer stream going on earlier today. People already have it. It's live for you to check out.
I mean, like you said, there's the lowest. You know, on IGN. But to be honest, actually, one of the ones that I read, I think one of the higher ones was Kotaku.
Yeah, they gave it a flat yes.
They gave it a yes, which is great. And the reason he went into more explanation on things that he liked and even didn't like. He'll explain. The biggest complaint that a lot of people have overall, the general consensus, is the AI of the humans.
Okay.
And it's awful.
Gotcha. It does have very mixed reviews because there are multiple 9s, there's multiple 8s, and it goes to 7s and 6s as well. So this is a game that you really don't know for sure unless you play it. Get a feel for it on Twitch, guys. Check it out. It comes out on Tuesday.
Someone said it's basically hide and go seek on a spaceship.
Kind of, yeah.
So Ryan, who called in on Skype, he wants to know what is your favorite horror game, both of you?
Favorite horror game?
Man. Dead Space 1.
I do like Dead Space 1 a lot. That is a great game.
It was really freaky. You know what's actually
the very first Resident Evil obviously holds a great place in my heart because it was the very first horror game I played.
See, I would want to say Resident Evil 4, but at that point it was more action adventure than horror.
Do you consider Limbo horror?
No.
No, that creeped me out. That really creeped me out.
It was weird, but I would say it's horror.
Okay. Limbo is up there as just like a suspenseful, creepy game for me. That definitely kept me on the edge and kind of scared me, actually. That's a pretty cool one. There are a lot of games that actually scare me. Journey scared me at moments. Like when I was down in the one underground area that's really dark and there's that one serpent-like creature trying to find you. That was freaking scary. But that's not a horror game, you're right. I think probably Resident Evil, just the nostalgia factor there is what really does it for me. I love Resident Evil 4, obviously.
Right.
Excellent
but that's,
game.
Again, that's more action adventure.
Yeah.
I mean, the dogs, I'll tell you, I mean, everybody that played the original Resident Evil when it came out, the dogs.
Yeah,
definitely. The dogs in the hallway.
Guys, I'm really sorry that we couldn't continue with all of our favorites tonight. That was really popular in the chat room.
Yeah, we had a really big show tonight.
Yeah, we had a good show tonight. You guys were awesome. We got 2 donations. We got 1 on Extra Life, which is even better. Guys, Kristen will post in the chat room for you guys. Our charity right now is for Extra Life. It's a big gaming celebration where we're trying to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals all throughout the United States. And our team, the Level Up Show team, is playing specifically to raise money for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, a hospital that's very near and dear to us. So please, if you could, if you have the money, go on the page that Kristen is going to link you to and donate whatever you want. Anything would help. It's for the kids. It's tax deductible. All proceeds go to the children. So please go on that link and help us out. Help our team because we're trying to raise thousands of dollars in the end. And what's really going to help us is October 25th because we're going to be doing a 24-hour marathon, no breaks at all, straight through from 8 a.m. on Saturday the 25th to 8 a.m. on Sunday the 26th. And we're going to be doing talk shows. We're going to be having special guests. We're going to be playing games, all different kinds of stuff for you guys to watch and take part in. Kristen's going to even be doing her own stuff that day for you guys to watch. So please mark your calendars. Follow us on Twitch so you get notified when it goes live.
And Twitter.
And Twitter, definitely.
Twitter's going to be big, especially right around that time, too. And right now, we're definitely plugging everything around.
Speaking of all the channels, please, if you haven't already, if you're new to the show, I think we had a bunch of new people tonight, and we're really appreciative of that. Go on all these channels on the TV right here. The virtual twitch.tv/The Level Up Show is our Twitch page. Go on there and heart us, and you'll get email notifications whenever the show goes live, which is every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, gaming dedicated talk show. And you can go on Twitter at The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. We're very active, so follow us on there. Like us on Facebook. YouTube.com is growing very big for us, very quickly for us, because we're archiving all of our live episodes on there, as well as game streams, whether Mike plays Destiny, I play Minecraft. Doesn't matter. It's all going to go on our YouTube for you to watch. If you missed any part of this show tonight, it will go up tomorrow. So go on youtube.com/The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL, and subscribe. 2 donations tonight from Arson and Intro Speak.
Yes.
Both of you guys, thank you so much for your stream tip donations, totaling $30 tonight. Really appreciate those. Big deal for us. We're going to use that, obviously, for this show to help it improve in the future. And finally, I am Drew M1788. Mike is the Noob Guru. Add us on PSN. We're going to add you right back after the show as soon as possible.
You know what's still humbling is that we still, even though we've been on for this long, we still get people that have never seen us before, and they're like, oh, this is pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah, it's actually really awesome. I love that. So guys that have been with us since the beginning, 42 episodes ago?
Yeah.
That's, thank you. And for those that just joined us, hopefully you'll enjoy the next 42.
And let's acknowledge a whole bunch of Twitch hearts tonight from Plague Token, Fido, Trevor Olivas, Nabrain Door, Sludgester, Jay Delfresco, Nemo, Drock, Milsey, Lost One Nut, Healing Divine, Farce 6, Dark Keen 12, Cool Hand BC, Liam Cross, It's Totally Kyle, and that was our last one. So that's another 10 or so Twitch charts, and what are we up to tonight? Started at 811, and we're now at
877.
You might have to refresh.
I just did it.
No, it's live.
Okay.
Yeah.
879.
879 now. So that is over almost 70 tonight.
Yeah, it's
almost 70 hearts tonight, guys, on Twitch, on the road to 1,000. When that happens, be here, because we're going to throw a huge celebration. Another follow from Stealth Modeg on Twitch.
880.
880 now. So one more. Let's get to 70, guys. One more Twitch heart.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's get to 70 hearts tonight. And also on PSN friend requests, real quick. Always want to end off and acknowledge as many people as possible. Jeebus, Scarface, Wag, Z. Those are all new Twitch hearts that just happened right now. And when it comes to our PSN friend requests, very active night. You guys were awesome tonight, especially on the chat.
Oh my God, the chat room was blowing up like crazy.
And there it is. Oh my Genesis, Jeebus, Mike Gossner, and I think we might have gotten one more that we missed. Wags, 64. There we go. We're above 70 Twitch hearts tonight. Thank you so much, guys. And for PSN friend requests, we got 31 tonight, guys. From Beasley, Burke Heck, Corey, Hakala, Dedra Lord, Def Gaming, D's Nuts, Demon Slayer, Fia Kush, G-Man Flood, I Am Alex, Jeffro, Jimmy Got Paid, Kako Gamer, Jimmy Got Paid, K-Red Grape, KRL Day, Lane in Flames, Like Braun, Lixiang, Master Killer, Mastiff 47 and Mastiff 56, Mega Man Rev, Miami Heat Fan, PD Stacks, RH Jam 65, Sinister Dreams, Tommy and Stuff, Uli Drum Freak, Ulo Amen, Zell Starwing, Zombie Gamer, and we just got another 3 that haven't loaded. But thank you so much for your PSN friend requests, guys. They're just going to keep coming in, but we got to stop because we went a little long tonight. Thank you so much for watching the show. We will, of course, be back next week at Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on every Sunday. You can rely on us being here. Gaming Dedicated Talk Show. I'm Andrew. This is Mike. And, of course, we have my wife, Kristen, here in the chat room with you guys all night long. And hopefully Mark will be here next week.
Bear?
The bear, yeah. Hopefully. So, guys.
I heard he's very sick.
Oh, yeah, very sick. And thank you to Sixers fan for your Twitch heart.
He barely talked all night.
That's a good one.
That's good.
That's good stuff. See you next week, guys. See you, Henry. Thank you so much. Thank you for the PSN friend request. Dark Vader.
Dark Vader.
Level up. Good then? All right, guys. See you next Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for being a great chat room tonight.
Bye.